campaign, right?
All right, we're starting.
Like an arc.
This is a sub-quest.
Oh my God.
It's its own arc.
Welcome to another wonderful week of Dungeons and Dungeons. This is definitely never going to be a one-shot, because that's literally can't be now. And we'll see how many more episodes this one-shot ends up in and rumble down under. Last time, the Waterdeep crew with Bologna instead of Tullius went into new parts of this lost map off the coast of a island name I have, Galgor? Yes, off the coast of Galgor. And they decided to really investigate two places, which was awesome. They learned a lot of interesting stuff, and there was lots of opportunities to get a treasure hoard or other things. But what it really culminated in was about 4 hours of oozes beating the shit out of the crew. So after being defeated by that, even though it wasn't 4 hours because we got delayed, you guys returned to your ship, defeated, battered, and fell asleep. A concerned Calgary that things didn't go well called back home and let the Grey Hand know how things were going. And Torleaf was tasked with bringing Shalmir to the ship to aid, hopefully, in their mission, as Shalmir is teleported in the early morning as the Waterdeep crew is now waking from their slumbers and getting to the main deck to start day 2 of what was supposed to be day 1 only. Attack onto the leader of the Ivory Tusks, who is hidden within the jungle.
Oh, Shalmir, thank God you're here. I needed someone competent to do this with me, because clearly we don't have anyone here who can handle even a jelly.
Excuse me?
You guys you do not enjoy jelly. Put it on some toast, it's delicious. What do you mean?
It wasn't the good kind.
Ugh. That's no fun. I've heard that you guys were...
It was apricot, wasn't it?
That would be disgusting. Heard you were struggling a little bit.
No, not a real struggle. Just, investigation didn't pan out. Got dark and came back for the night.
It's Bologna, isn't it? I don't think I've had the pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure. That's what yesterday was. Real pleasure.
Well, I was quite busy, but it seems you are in need of aid.
Yes, hopefully you can assist us.
You were busy? You were really busy? What were
Yes,
you doing?
I mean, you're aware of this, and I'll show him the sketch I have of the mold.
Yeah.
I was working on this, trying to figure out the mechanics behind it. There's some enchantment on this mold that I can't replicate. That is neither here nor there. We need to go on our quest now.
He had a whole
Fair
separate
enough.
session to make up for not being there last time. So.
Cool.
He wasn't doing anything. Man, fucking more than you guys, apparently. You guys just fucked on a boat for 2 months and then did fuck all day 1. Oh, this guy's hard at work.
All right, Shalmir. So, if you look at this map here, we went to the northeast and southeast points. At the southeastern point, we found a lot of religious, I guess it was like a sanctum, really. Forgotten sanctum to Cthulhu. And there were some other deities related to her worship that I think were defaced, ? And then to the northeastern area, we found a lot of ooze. That's the jelly we were referring to.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we have 3 other locations to take a peek at.
I do know who Cthulhu is, I assume.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Well, we're definitely not going back to see the ooze again, so...
Well, the entire eastern part of the island is a no for me, as far as I'm concerned, so...
What about the center?
Yes, that's a great point. We probably should have started there.
I think we should walk around the whole island. Peering in.
Let's walk around the
Pick a spot
perimeter.
for the woods.
Let's walk around the perimeter and
Look, I got stuff to do.
And spiral towards the center.
I have way more important things to do than just walk around an island like it's a vacation. Let's go.
Yes, let's go towards the center.
I am with Bologna on this.
Fine.
Bologna walks towards Calgary, leaving the conversation as she's made her decision. As Calgary gives a nod as he's leaning against the post, arms crossed, goes over, climbs down the cargo net into the boat as you guys follow suit. He takes you guys about 25 minutes to 25 minutes to get to the beach, and you guys pull up into the beach side. As he goes, again, you still have the one flare gun he's given you, which is a wand, since everyone's angry about guns. So just, I'm Harry Potter, expect a bit and the fireworks go off. See you guys soon, and I'm sure you'll be successful this time. Okay, and he just fucks off. Back.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kyle. Okay, bye. Never mind.
Yep. All right.
When everybody wakes up, Shalmir is going to use the Blessing of the Forge on Bologna's bow, or Bologna's crossbow. To use a crossbow,
Ooh,
I think you
what does
did,
that do?
Yeah, too.
Yes,
So you get
I think.
a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
You don't need that.
with that crossbow.
As if I needed that.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Going
thanks.
even further beyond.
So this is gonna make this one character.
That's a 35. Wait, no, 36.
36.
This is
Well, it's the damage that really matters.
My plus to hit is plus 19, so it's cool.
Oh, so it's nice, even 20.
That'll be good.
As we get off the boat, I activate my Iron Stone.
Aha!
okay. Where you guys go?
Flex my muscles.
Center it is. Yeah, we're in agreement.
I think we're making our way towards the center.
Make your way downtown. Okay, so give me a survival check.
All right, I can try to do that.
And are
Let
you
me
guys
see.
going stealthy? Oh, that's right. You have the stealth thing with Bologna, actually. So
Yeah, we can go normal pace stealthily. 21. That's a low roll. I rolled a 2.
Should we roll still?
yeah, go ahead. The rest of the group can roll stealth. But because of Bologna's abilities,
Dude,
you guys still
advantage or
No, you guys
Okay.
can move at stealth speed without it really becoming a problem.
Normal speed.
Even if you
so I have disadvantage then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I rolled an 18 and a 15, so 15.
Hey, that's
Not bad.
fantastic. Shalmir coming in.
Tyrion is surprisingly stealthy. He rolled a natural 20 for a.
Oh my lord.
Wow.
Why did Luke disable? What?
Am I still? Yeah, this is,
He's playing all
I'm still
this
coming
time
through
just
on
fine.
the video.
Well, I guess you guys learned a few tricks from me in just one day.
30-20.
30-20. Wow, we're killing it.
I rolled a natural
Great.
20
This is fucking hilarious.
for a
Don't
total
worry.
of 20.
We're wasting it.
A total of 20, he says.
That's what I did.
Don't worry.
That's great.
Enough of that.
I'm Tyrion.
As Ignatius trips on his boots.
Yep.
That is a stealth. Oh, that is not the right character. It's not even like I didn't even bring up Mosnell. It's not even Mosnell. I brought up just completely
Some
wrong.
random
I brought up Reginald Ardoofus.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Oh, he's here. Don't worry. Where are those guys making a comeback?
Oh yeah.
Checked in on Dune. He was drinking.
Stealth. All right, so 11.
All right.
It's above 10.
There's a pretty clear path with all these different animals or intruders on spikes as you go down the middle of the island. It looks like there's a clear path, but it starts to thicken up as you get closer and closer to the center. Eventually, you guys find yourself in front of a massive stone structure that feeds into some of the mountains that sit at the center of this island. They reflect that of dormant volcanoes. They are not active, and that's what dormant means. You stupid fucking idiot, Reed. And there's what looks to be some very large walls with these carvings on them. Think like is it Vishnu from the Uncharted DLC? Those type of magnificent large statues. Those are like embedded inside the wall. One is of an elephant and one is a snake on each side. These people on spikes were, some look like general sailors, some look like pirates or mercenaries, and the one you pulled off initially that got this map was a gray hand. So all that is there. You can see that there is some footprints toward the leading up to this wall, this stone wall that you come across, and it looks like there's engravings further on the wall besides just what you see in the artistry and architecture. What would you guys like to do? It's warm, by the way. You get a very tropical smell in your noses, so that's a lot of that constant rainforest. Everything's wet, warm, and humid inside here.
So,
yes.
Where is this? Is this...
You're at those big walls at the center of the island. After
Oh,
about
so
a
we
few
are at the
hours.
center.
Yes.
So we are at the center. Okay. Big walls. Okay. Well, we should look for a way in.
You can see these. It almost looks as though this wall in front of you that probably stands about 200 or 300 feet high, feeds itself into the mountain, almost as if this was carved from the mountainside. So there's just this big chain of mountains.
I'm gonna go up to the doors and see if I can open them somehow.
Give me.
Wait, is there doors? Yeah.
Well, it's just walls at this point.
It's just a wall.
Yeah. Give me an
I'll look
investigation.
for a way to get in.
Yeah, give me an investigation check, Ignatius.
I'm gonna help him with that.
Sure. So you get advantage, or you can roll yourself, depending on what
You probably want to roll yourself. I rolled pretty good though.
I didn't.
Nice.
My investigation is +0.
Solid.
18.
Okay.
7.
Nice. The two of you are expecting the wall and walking up and down. Tyrion, as you see this massive structure in front of you, it looks to be impenetrable in the sense of it's just like it's a giant rock. So, I mean, you're trying to go into a wall unless you have like molding magic or something like that. It's not going to be that helpful to try and get inside, and who knows how thick and deep it is. Bologna, just observing, very similar to what you guys experienced with the mountain in the north in that sense. It's just it's a fucking mountain. Ignatius, what you see as you're going through, as Tyrion's helping you, he ends up going down the line and it catches your eye just right now. And as you go up to the wall, after following Tyrion's trail away, you can see indentations inside the wall, and it looks like there is spaces for some sort of something to fit in. There seems to be two of them, and almost as if it splits these doors in the middle, or to create doors in the middle of this structure.
Two of what? I'm sorry.
It's tough to tell these with that roll. Sculptures are. It's like it looks like there's some indentation. That's why it was hard to see initially of something that's probably about yay big. About yay big.
So like an item supposed to get placed there.
That's what it would appear from that high investigation check. Feeling in, it's sort of tough as it is in the lighting currently. I mean, the shadows are casting down on these indentations. You would have to try and lighten it up if you want to try and make any heads or tails of what these things look like.
Lighting it up?
And it's dark. So like,
it is dark.
Not outside, but think about you're in a tropical jungle with a giant mountain, and something's indented into the wall. It's going to cast a shade on it, so you're not going to be able to see it.
I'll cast light on my shield and try to light up the indentation.
Sure, give me a perception check. As your shield lights up and Ignatius begins to investigate something he sees in the wall, the rest of
Can I see him doing it?
As I'm doing this, I'm gonna say like, I think I found something over here. Some sort of...
As he's casting light, I'm gonna cast light. Guidance on him.
Okay.
Ooh. Add a D4.
Comes over and puts his hand on your shoulder as you're looking at it.
I'm gonna need that D4. Oh, and I rolled a 4 on the D4.
Nice.
Perception. Okay, so that's a 15.
Taking a better look at it with the lighting that aids in this, it appears that one of them looks to be some sort of, it would be the opposite side of, like it meets it clear like this was carved for whatever's supposed to go into it. One looks like some sort of architecture for an elephant, similar to the gigantic statue on that side, and one looks to be some sort of serpentine sculpture that fits into the right side of it, similar to the gigantic serpentine sculpture.
Are they on the corresponding sides?
They are.
They're not flip-flopped?
No, they are not.
Okay. I don't think that really matters. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's a spot here for some sort of object. This one, like a elephant-shaped object, like the statue, and likewise the other side with the snake. So it looks like we need an elephant object and a snake object.
It does quite look like that. Well, if I had the time, I could make such a thing, but I don't know. I mean, surely whoever holds the key is protecting that. I don't know where we would find such an object.
I wonder... Can anyone
pop out my wings and just fly the top of the wall just to get a view of what's over there?
Well, the wall slowly moves into mountains, and so with all the mountain ranges that goes around, as you start going over the top of the mountains, it'll take you like 5 or 10 minutes just to start flying that high.
Yeah.
As you get up there, give me a perception check.
Ooh, not bad. A total of 20.
It appears to be mountain surfaces over the top, but you can tell there seems to be some sort of strange distortion. You can give me an Arcana check, too, to try and identify the distortion over the top of the center of this mountain structure here.
24.
There does seem to be some sort of illusionary spell.
How far up is there?
Your mic went weird there for a second.
Oh, hello?
I hear you.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
It's better.
How far up is this?
I'd say at this point, you're probably a little up 350 feet in the air.
Oh, it's Gorilla City, guys.
It's Gorilla City
What's Gorilla City? Was that a reference to?
from DC.
DC. There's like a mountain.
Right, yeah, Grog. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cautiously move forward,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna try and like hand through the illusion first to see if anything happens.
Okay. As you fly over the top of the first, like the initial chain, you go to investigate the illusion area, and you cautiously put your finger through a little bit of the illusion.
It's news.
The whole thing, the whole mountain.
The whole planet. You're on the back of a giant ooze turtle.
No!
I believe nothing happens. I might be wrong about this, but I believe nothing happens initially as you're putting your hand in there. You feel it pass through. You're nowhere close to Tyrion right now. Tyrion's
He's
way up
way
in the
above
air,
us.
and
Yeah.
he's flying
I'm gonna
quite
put
far
like
away.
just my face in.
All right. As you put your face in, you can see very think Aztec type of temple structure all inside. Plenty of brush. There are torches lit all around. You can see a with your perception check, a fair amount of serpentine creatures slithering all about the place. But there's a fair amount of large buildings, and one clearly larger than the rest that a stairway leads up to. And you can actually see some of these slithering beings going up there and leaving offerings towards the top of it.
Are these similar to the things we saw in Tharnazan's temple?
Absolutely. They do look
Okay.
like live versions of those.
Excellent.
I am going to retreat back to the group.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think this is the place to go.
Oh,
As he
Why
comes
is
back
that?
down.
There is an illusion covering the area. And inside there seems to be a sort of temple with do you guys remember those weird snake things? The corpses we saw when we were at the temple with Tharnazan?
no.
No.
No. Why would I know that?
3 of us
Wait,
were...
Clearly I wasn't talking to you two. Or you. So God damn it.
Biggest win
All you have
ever.
is one man.
There's only one guy.
Fucking, and in that moment, Tyrion realized how alone he was. Again,
Looks like
I'm
it's
pretty
just
sure
you and
this
me,
is the
buddy.
second time this has happened to Tyrion on this island. This is terrific.
Well, so when we were exploring a temple some months back,
I
There
remember
are
it
these
like it was
weird-
yesterday.
there were these weird serpent, like half man, half snake creatures, and we found corpses of them there. There seems to be a fair amount of living ones on the other side of this. They may be their own society. They may be enslaved by our quarry. I do not know. They seem to be dropping offerings at the temple, so that is a bit of an odd thing, but they may honestly be completely unrelated.
Do you think they would be hostile to us?
They were pretty scary looking. I don't know until we actually. I can't really say unless.
Snake person sounds pretty off.
What I know what these are?
You can make a nature check.
Also,
Nature.
while Tyrion flew up there, I assume it took about a minute. Shalmir would have cast Identify as a ritual on one of those statues if they seem to match the.
Like
The
the
door
indentation,
inserts.
because remember,
No, the statue itself.
the big
Like
gigantic
the statue.
ones?
Yeah.
Sure. It was detect magic, you said?
Identify.
Identify.
So choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its attunement to use and how many charges it has, blah, blah,
Okay.
blah.
They don't
Any
assume.
spells that are affecting the item,
Okay.
or if they were created by a spell.
They were not created by a spell, but they do have spells, and it is a spell which that is a opening and closing spell. I'm sure maybe transmutation. I'll have to look up the spells of magic again.
Probably, yeah.
But clearly, these seem like two magical guardians of the store.
Oh, fuck.
13 on the
We'll,
nature.
we'll communicate that to everyone except for. I guess I'll communicate that to Tyrion once he comes back.
13
Well,
for the nature. It's you said 13, right? Just to clarify.
Yep.
Okay. You haven't come across these. They're not native to a tool or a tet, so this is definitely one of those out there islands, and it is. I mean, you've seen serpentine creatures. You've fought in serpentine creatures before. The salamanders were much bigger and scarier than what they are describing. Nothing you can't handle in that sense, from what you're gathering, but nothing you've really found in your adventure so far, Bologna.
Thank you.
By the way, it probably would be transmutation because knock is transmutation. So I don't think there is a spell for like opening and closing, but
Physical properties, both items and people. This could be something as simple as turn copper into gold, or it could be something that turns you into a newt. Polymorph, stone shape, gaseous form, shape, water, feather fall, etherealness. Those are all transmutation. Okay, I'll go with that. Sounds
Well
So
done, Ian.
it seems as though there's some kind of key we need to find for this door that are probably in the shape of an elephant and a snake. So do you guys think that we should look around here? Or do you think that it would be hidden in another place? Or would it just be in there?
Well, Did you say the statues had like what kind of spell on them?
Yes, they seem to be some kind of transmutation.
Do you know what they may do?
Not specifically. Some kind of
I mean,
guardian of the
that
temple.
school is for for manipulating objects. It can be
Well, maybe
changing
somehow
the shape. It could be making them ethereal to
Smaller.
pass through. They
Make
might
them
make them
smaller.
smaller or bigger.
Perhaps they were enlarged by some magic. If we could dispel that, maybe they would return to the size of these indentations.
I'm gonna see if there's like a button that makes them shrink or something like that.
Go ahead. Sure, make an investigation check.
Wait, do the statues match the indentations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look very similar, if not identical.
Yeah. So I'm gonna feel up the elephant.
Okay.
To see
It's
if there's a
massive,
button.
so you can only get to like its ankles as you're looking around.
I'll help him up if he's trying to get.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm gonna start low and then I'm gonna try to climb on that shit.
Oh, cool. Give me athletics check. Actually, Shalmir, don't you have some gifts for your friends?
I do actually. Yes. I need to find those real quick.
Just a thought, though. Knowing some of the spells that are out there, the spell that applies to what you're thinking of doesn't necessarily change size to that magnitude.
If you cast it,
Well, I'm not thinking of anything specific. I'm just
Perhaps it could be enchanted multiple
No,
times.
that's what I mean. Is there is a spell that makes things bigger and smaller, but it typically is fairly limited in the actual range it can change to. So it wouldn't make something of this small, couple feet size, this massive.
Reed,
Yeah.
is this an item
I haven't made it
that
yet.
we can? Okay,
We can just
I'll
talk about
describe
it for
then.
now.
Yeah, that's fine.
sure.
I'll hand them out to everybody, and specifically, I'll give it to Ignatius first. Here, affix this to your boots. This is an item. There's a mechanism that I created, similar to what the Greyhands use. This blade can come out in your boot, and you can jam it into the wall and climb more easily.
Ah.
I use it to kick somebody in the shin.
I suppose that's a possibility, but it would make it hard to
yeah.
walk if you were using it in that way.
Well, I mean, there are pros and cons to that situation.
Charnuk's like, well, if I can kick people in the shin more hard,
Yeah.
then good.
You can. It works as a
Or more
normal-
sharp.
It looks
More
as-
sharp.
The blade is sharp, but there's actually a system we set up in which the higher you go, then there's more tension on it, and the more you use it, it dulls it. So you got to resharpen it. As it dulls, it has a higher chance of breaking as you go up higher on the wall. So you can use the fight, but there's then a higher chance of it snapping because it's not made to fucking kill people, and it's not very dangerous. So it's only going to be like 1 point of slashing or piercing damage.
Charnuk's gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
The
I'm
world
just, I'm
is a
just
weapon.
making sure you know. Is all. Hey, that could be it. You could be on the ground, and
It's
all of a sudden, bad guys over your head about to murder you. And you're like, ah! And just 1 point. That's all it needed. You just one stabby in the head, and that's it.
So right now, what it is like it's like a hidden dagger, basically from Assassin's Creed, but it's very mechanical. It's not spring loaded or anything. You just push it down with your hand. It takes an action to activate, so you push it down with your hand, and then you can climb at normal speed for I think it was 40 feet. I think we said before it starts becoming dulled.
I have
and
45 feet in my notes, 300 pound
45,
carry
okay.
weight, dulling and breaking, athletics checks for it not to break can be upgraded to be stronger, and what the fuck is that?
So trying to
Oh,
can't use it.
deploy automatically.
Okay, I got massive forearms and great grip strength.
So I will give that to Ignatius before he tries to climb the elephant.
I'll give these a test run.
Certainly. As you go and you look around, what was your investigation check?
I was doing athletics first, right?
Shalmir is confidently looking at him like, he's got this. This is going to be easy.
Yeah, athletics, I got 18.
Cool. Investigation.
And investigation, 11.
Okay. You go up 45 feet before you start getting into some of the more dangerous sections. You climb up and down it. It takes you about an hour to look through all these different things on it. It's a massive structure. And you don't find any secret buttons. There's nothing really besides the carvings and the artwork of it. It seems like it was carved from the wall. It does not seem like it was put here, or like it was that there's anything behind it. It looks like the Martin Luther King statue that was made. Have you ever seen that one where it's still got like half the block behind it, not carved, but on one side he's carved out of it. It looks like a subtractive carving, I guess I would say.
So it's still like attached.
Yeah,
So it's like Crazy Horse.
I don't know what Crazy Horse is, but sure.
It's like Mount Rushmore, kind of.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Crazy Horse is basically the same family that did Mount Rushmore. They're doing a giant subtracted into the mountain for Crazy Horse.
Sounds good.
It's going to be really cool when it's done.
When it's done.
Just a brief aside.
Sure.
The production company that helped Unasanas do their final live stream.
Yes.
They tweeted a couple hours ago, "We had a blast working with Crank Gameplays and Markiplier to produce the final Unasanas stream. And not to worry, if you missed it, go check it out on the Unasanas YouTube channel."
That's funny. That's really funny.
Shameless plug.
Doesn't exist. They deleted it, Justin. That was the whole point.
Yeah. That's the joke, is at the end of the stream, they hit the delete button.
It's gone.
That's great.
That is funny.
You kooky kids.
Did they end the stream, by the way? Obviously, it
It was
did.
literally when the timer hit 0,
Yeah, they deleted
because
it.
every video started with the timer
Yeah.
and ended with the timer. When they it hit 0, the stream went blank, and then a few minutes later, the channel was gone.
Because
Hardcore.
I had a feeling, because if you stop streaming with all your material, you literally it's still streaming. YouTube still has you streaming, so you literally have to click stop streaming in the live stream player to stop a current stream that's going on. So if you close the channel, I imagine it takes time for the system to be like, hey, we need to uncheck the stream. Potentially, there could have been a bug where they deleted their channel, but the live stream keeps going because it never resolves stop streaming. So that's what I was curious about, and obviously they built that in, and that would be something I would hope they would figure out, but it's still funny in case they didn't.
Is that a burrito?
It is a enchilada or chimichanga or something. I don't actually know.
That looks like an enchilada. Chimichangas are smaller.
It's a lot of food. It's great.
It looks great.
Yeah, and then a nice little necromancer.
The meme was good. I like
That was
that.
good, man.
I feel like there could be a whole series with Ralia's
Welcome back
unboxing.
to our next unboxing episode.
Welcome to our next unboxing. Here we have a perfect specimen. I don't know. Let's dig it up. These are all unmarked graves. It's so exciting. You never know.
Ignatius should help Ralia find that.
Nope. Don't do that.
Encourage this.
Giant mass grave.
This is unethical.
Weeps and was all.
I mean, they don't need them anymore, so what's the point? What's the issue?
But anyway, these statues, though.
Yep.
Well, looks like there's no buttons or anything on the statue, so
Ignatius
barking
is
up the
calling
wrong
down,
tree.
yelling this to you guys, but you don't have to do that, Ryan, to save our ears. Just for the sake of.
Tyrion, are you able to dispel whatever magic is on these? Or whatever you might be able to do? I'm not sure that I can have the time to make whatever can fit in these.
I can. theoretically, but I worry if I remove the enchantment on them, then there's no way to open the doorway.
Yes. Well.
Because at that point they just become a massive boulder blocking the door.
Yes. I do see what you're saying, but either way we can't get in, right? So you try, and we try to make it over the way that you have, flying, or we don't get in. So those are the two options.
Well, I actually potentially could get us in there. It just requires using a bit of my concentration.
Well, perhaps that is worth it then. I only see two ways in. Either you bring us in, or we somehow get these things to fit in here.
It just got me again. It's all this time a fucking door again. D&D grinds to a fucking halt if I put a goddamn door in anyone's face.
Right.
Vox Machina was the same way. Doors were. It was a whole.
Doors were their worst enemy.
It was a meme.
I just can't.
So what I will do is when I viewed through the illusion.
Yeah.
Roughly where was I located? Was I like way up high, or was I
relatively high? Certainly. So I'd say you were. I said about 350 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
So the temple tops are probably only about 200 feet at best off the ground, and the biggest one was about eye level with you. It goes higher. Where you peeked through, there was many more mountains that continued higher. Where the largest building was, that was probably...
If I wanted to just get to the ground, that would have been located right beneath me on the other side of the wall. What's a rough distance I would probably have for that?
I'm saying about... Oh, it might be more than that. I might be getting it wrong. Because I always got to be careful. How far is space? That's why I always undercut it, because space isn't that far. It's like 2 miles and you're in space, right? 2 or 3 miles.
It's your world. Do what you want.
No, our world. No, I need help. I'm trying to reference off reality.
No idea.
What do you mean?
From ground, from the crust of the earth to the atmosphere, to the outer atmosphere. That's like 3 miles. 100
kilometers.
It's pretty far. I mean, it depends on what layer of the atmosphere you're talking about.
The farthest. So the one closest to space.
Like, if you're literally outside of the atmosphere, it's very far. But there's whatever the outer layer of the atmosphere is like basically space, and it's like 90.
Miles.
Yeah.
How many miles?
It's like 950 is what he... Yeah.
60
miles. Okay, I always undercut it because I always thought it was really fucking close, and I don't want to be like, you're 100 feet in the air, and you guys are like, so we're in space, fuck ass?
That's like the most
livable atmosphere.
Yeah,
the livable atmosphere is like 2 miles, and then the rest of it is like nothing can live there, but it's
there are some gases there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then I probably have to readjust these heights. So an average... Usually no greater than 2,000 feet is a mountain. So I'd say from the ground was probably about 800 or 900 feet. Would make more sense to me now where you were picking up. And it clearly looked like there was still, of the other mountain range, another 1,000 or so feet to the other ones. The illusion
I'm just talking
continued.
About the distance I traveled from above the group to where I was. What was the distance of the wall?
Do you mean horizontal distance?
Correct.
Okay.
Looking through that, it looked to be about... It's fucking thick, I'll tell you that much. There's a whole layer... There's a whole layer of, like... It almost looks like the mountain was hollowed out, and then this was put inside it. So, I mean, you're talking, like, maybe 40 to 50 feet thick of fucking mountain rock. So, it is atomic... This is good for your hiding from atomic bombs type of deal. Just put walls and walls of concrete between you and the outside world. In that sense, horizontally.
Are you calling us atomic bombs?
What I would like to do
yes.
is like fly up, fly perpendicular, so I'm going straight inward.
Fly up,
Perpendicular to the wall, I should say.
perpendicular to the. Okay. Takes about
And then
10
once I
minutes.
cross the illusion, immediately go down to the ground.
Okay, it's gonna take another about 5.5 minutes. Okay.
So that's my plan.
Okay, and so you're descending to the ground right now,
Yep,
leaving them all behind.
for the moment.
Okay. For the moment.
While Tyrion's doing that,
Yes.
Shalmir is going to take his 10 minutes, and I assume it'll be kind of simultaneous, to use Find Steed. And as he uses Find Steed, you see this warhorse starting to form, and these spectral flames coming off of it. And he says, Yarnbrand, good to see you, my friend.
He's back. He's back.
That's a neat trick.
Yes.
Yes. And he'll jump on his back.
Okay.
That is really cool.
Kieran, give me a
Wow.
stealth check as you're floating down.
Yeah. Oh, Tyrion.
He looks
Well,
way
I would
better
assume
than
that Yarnbrand probably needs a stealth check, too.
But you guys are outside the gate still, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He looks
Two
way
stealth
better than
rolls
he did the
tonight.
last time I saw him.
2 stealth rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Same roll.
Another
Wow.
20.
Natural 20.
Does not look like anybody notices you at this time. They're carrying on with their business. You're getting a better look at some of these creatures.
So
For the sake of us and my brain, I will now refer to them as Yanti, but you guys don't know what Yanti generally
Yeah.
are. You just know what they look like.
So just kind of get down. Maybe if I is there any sort of cover, like a tree or a rock or something that I can
There are trees,
behind?
rocks, buildings. It's a whole.
So get like behind a
civilization.
bush or a large rock or something so that obscures us,
Yeah.
and then approximating the distance as best as I can.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast my arcane gate.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Your arcane gate does not work.
Ouch.
Interesting.
You feel any sort of teleport magic is being negated inside this area. I would even say you cause the Yanti to stop what they're doing as soon as you try to do that.
Oh,
You see them just like start dropping things, and they all seem to have noticed a spell of that sort's tried to just happen. They don't know where you are.
Yeah.
You hid and you rolled very well, and their perceptions are very poor, but they are now aware that something was trying to get in.
They are seeking.
Assassin's Creed, all the fucking arrows just went off.
all the arrows went yellow.
Skyrim. Must have been the wind.
The wind.
Do I see like the opposite end of where we are, like a doorway from this end?
Perception check, please.
7.
It's really dark where you guys are at. You have dark vision, but at this distance and not trying to reveal yourself to get a better look. It's tough to see anything. Doesn't look like there's any normal gate behind it. Doesn't look like there's chains or any of that shit to open it up.
Okay.
It looks like fucking mountain. Just a wall.
I'm gonna wait a moment to see if not, like, wait a couple minutes to see if not doing anything, the Yanti kind of go back to what they were doing.
Just for reference, at least from my perspective, outside of the game, when Tyrion saw the illusion, is this like a hole in the mountain, or is this kind of like almost like a volcano that has like no top, but like the illusion is the top? Just from my perspective, obviously Shalmir won't understand that. But.
It looks like basically there is how do I want to put this? It's not they're not inside a dormant volcano. This is not where that is right now.
Right.
It is like a mountaintop that has been like in wood cutting I think it's bored into.
You bore a hole. Yeah.
Yes, and then there's something inside it. There are dormant volcanoes in this range. There's clearly a range, but it is like inside that.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. You guys do notice Tyrion has been gone for probably about 20, coming up on 30 minutes now. 25 minutes, coming up on 30 minutes now.
Well, I guess he's dead.
Back to the oozes.
So I'm looking at the map a little bit more,
sure,
if we can. Garnering what information I can from it, it seems like we have some kind of stone structure in the southwest, and in the northwest seems to be some kind of oasis with a ship in it. Is there any kind of indication on the map as to what kind of stuff is there other than just a rudimentary drawing?
These are just rudimentary drawings. It looks like basic notes are being written on it. At the beach side, the Grey Hand did label this beach. There is question marks for all the other areas. And I would say, what did I have in my original? I accidentally filled the whole thing out, so I didn't give you guys the slight marked up version. So I just gave you a blank version, seeing if that was any fun. Oh, cool. I only sent myself the blank version. Fucking fantastic, dude.
Nice.
The computer has it. So I'll say... by the castle, there was a note saying crystals, question mark. The temple you guys visited, it was just normal question mark. Hadn't visited it yet. Behind the mountain, he hadn't visited yet. The other two areas, that would be the Stonehenge ruins looking area and then the Bow Waterfalls looking area. He has thunder written next to the Stonehenge, and next to the water area, he had sunken ship question mark on that as well.
Ooh, I want to go there to hear the theme music.
What's that?
I want to go there to hear the theme music. So if we don't end up finding keys anywhere around here, and Tyrion doesn't manage to cheese our way through this, what way do you guys think we should look for the keys? Because they got to be around here somewhere. Surely there must be a way to get in.
I'm just gonna cut in real quick because while Tyrion's gone, Shalmir's gonna be hard at work trying to find a large stone to try to chisel out what he can of this structure while Tyrion's gone. So when Charnook says that, he's going to be completely taken up by time. 15.
You're making a great copy of it at this point. You're doing a really good job. Taking you the full 30 minutes and probably taking another 30 minutes to another hour, but you might be able to replicate it.
And he probably does not even hear Charnook's question, so Bologna and Ignatius.
I fucking love this shit.
Where do you think we can go? Do you think is it hidden somewhere else on the island?
Bologna, you're muted if you're talking. We haven't been ignoring you.
Chilling.
Okay, just a second.
Well, alright then.
Charnook is talking to himself apparently. The Yanti go back to their work, Tyrion, for the most part, except a couple of them do, like, a couple of the slidey ones look over and talk.
Slidey ones?
Well, because you see individuals put hoods up, and they're walking normally, but they have this Yanti faces as they start walking around, just taking looks, and everybody else is going back about their day as these similar serpent-looking humanoid creatures are now walking and investigating the areas.
So what I'd like to try and do is when they are try to see if I can fly out of here. Try to time it so that they're as much as I can, that when they're looking away from me for the most part.
Okay.
Try and move my way quietly as best as possible.
Give me a stealth check. As you're trying to time them up and plan it, you actually see them turn their hands toward walls, and this like red cone comes out, and it's actually like looking through walls right now. It's as you can see these like basically flashlights just scoping out the area as they're slowly combing through where
15.
they began. Okay. Spaghetti-O. Natural 20. One of them is completely, you time it perfectly, but as luck would have it, as you got the pattern, you got the rhythm of their looks, as you're flying up, one of them ends up losing its balance a bit as it trips over one of the many like sticks, branches, and earth that is inside here on the floors. It's all grass-like and stonework on the bottom of the floors of this civilization that's inside here, this city. And as it stumbles forward, it looks up and it notices you flying up in an opposite direction it was looking at that time. It clearly sees you, but nothing explodes, nothing. No alarms
At that point, if it sees me, I would break myself and just go as fast as possible.
All right, uncontested. You go and through and out.
And I will return to the group.
You do. As Shalmir is whittling away, you see Charnook just being like, "No one's fucking talking to me," and Ignatius and Bologna are just sort of staring at Charnook like, "He's talking, but is it English?"
If Shalmir makes any mistakes on chiseling this out, he's going to cast Mending to fix it and then keep chiseling out.
Sure.
And while he's doing this, he's going to be giving an inspiring speech. And he's going to say, "My friends, surely, once I finish this, we will go with haste and destroy these creatures. And we will make short of this demon, whatever his name is, that remains that we must destroy." So he will use his inspiring leader feat, and everyone gets 15 temporary hit points.
Heck yeah. I mean, this is their house, isn't it? If we just go in there and kill them, it's that kind of like, we're the bad guys?
I mean,
Not when he comes to our house and destroys us first. As he's whittling at this thing.
I mean, if we can avoid a fight with the locals, that would be preferable. We're only here for...
So good news and bad news, guys, as I flapped out.
Tyrion hears the last end of his speech, and he's like, "Oh, that feels good."
Yeah, it's Mountain Lord. You hear a little dwarven tune in your head in Dwarfish you don't understand, but it felt good.
So, good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Give me the bad news.
Bad news is we no longer have the element of surprise. They kind of noticed that I was there.
What'd you do?
We will never need it.
Good news, we have a little bit more information. The illusion that's covering the area prevents teleports. So we know a little bit more about what...
That's not good.
That sounds like
not to
news.
try that when we're in there.
Good news.
As you're explaining it, I would also, with your Arcana check, like scrying spells don't work. These are clearly preventative measures to not be found.
Pilot spell.
But odd that, I mean, what the fuck's that doing in the middle of the jungle?
So
Sounds like that's what we're here for.
That's probably a good indicator of our person being here, because that's high-level magic. That's not something trivial.
So are we going to storm in and raid the place?
What if we just knock? Will they open the door for us?
They probably...
What if they're not?
Charnook, you could try to knock.
I mean, what if they're in, like, a captive situation where he's, like, being a jerk to him and forcing him to, like, oh, go get me food or otherwise I'll turn you all into slaves or something. I don't know.
You should try to knock on the door, Charnook.
Alright, I'll go up and knock on the door.
Tyrion, was there anything other than those
Feels like
snake
rock.
creatures?
Hello?
Some of them looked a little odd. They almost looked
so?
more like... They looked more human-like, and when they noticed that I tried to cast a spell to bring us in there and transport you guys in, it seemed like while everybody after a while returned to their normal work, a few of them were more on edge and they started searching the area, and they were the ones that noticed me. So I'm not entirely sure if those were actually the snake things or if they just had the appearance of the snake things. They looked more humanoid.
Gotcha.
And they were casting a bit of magic to kind of... It seemed like it was some sort of light to inspect things.
My back's killing me.
Do you think Pass Without Trace would work in that field or no?
It would probably help us help it make it harder for them to notice us.
Right.
But I don't know what they were utilizing entails, so I can't make any guarantee.
Fair enough.
Did all the Grey Hands that didn't die did make it back from the scouting excursion, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's no possibility that anyone is in there that we know. Okay.
So
Well,
Tyrion,
yeah, the guy that we're trying to kill, duh.
You don't even know him.
Tyrion, you said
Don't even know him.
you said-
Yeah, his name's Guy, you know?
Yep.
Guy.
Fieri.
This isn't the dude that enslaved all the people? Well, what does he look like? Yo, we just... Months!
I've been subverted.
Oh, also, as an aside, because I kind of don't want this to happen again, because he's probably the one that's going to be helping us quite a bit. Shalmir.
Yes.
I reach into the bag of holding, and I hand you this potion.
Okay. What is this for?
So when you drink this, it gives you resistance to all damage.
That seems useful.
Considering we already lost you once, maybe let's try to avoid that again.
Well, as useful as this is, and I will keep it. It seems my mountain lord wants me alive, so perhaps this is better on someone else, but this is mine.
Yeah.
So that's a potion of invulnerability.
Okay.
It's only
I was
resistances, though, right?
Huh?
It's only he's not invulnerable to damage, right?
I think it's just resistance to all damage.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Pretty sure I'd give something like that. I would not give immunity.
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, resists all damage, that's what it says.
Yeah, like a potion of dark gray. Almost like liquefied iron.
Cool beans.
Shalmir will keep working at this item,
Sure, give me a
trying
wisdom
to
check.
replicate it. And he is using his new tools.
Mm-hmm. You are in the middle
Did
of
you go and snag the
Oh,
tools?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I stole him from him, so of course.
100%.
Nothing less. 22.
What you've done as you've gone through with another set of revisions and finishing it up, you have made a great replica of the statue that perfectly fits snug into the left side of the elephant door.
Ignatius, do you think that this is, do you think I should insert this, or do you think I should make the serpent as well before we try this?
I say we try it. What the hell?
Very well. And I will insert the elephant into the cavity.
As Shalmir inserts it into the cavity, it fits to the wall, it stays in the wall, and nothing happens.
Maybe it needs a serpent as well.
I assumed so.
I will try that one.
Give me a wisdom check as another hour passes.
Okay, 16.
All right, give me another wisdom check as another hour passes.
He's going to cast guidance on himself this time because I'm dumb and I haven't been doing that on myself.
That's fine.
Another 16 then with guidance.
This one is not as strong, but you think it might get the job done, spending 2 hours working on it.
While he's doing that, I'll probably search like the immediate 100-foot radius of the area to see if the statues are here.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. As you place it in, you kind of have to hold it in to keep it into the wall, but you get the majority of the face of it right with those checks, and you can probably put that in now as well.
14.
It's just forest, tropical forest, and what you would find at the floors of a rainforest. Very thick, lots of brush down here, little animals and bugs galore. But
I will hand the statue. I'll hand the statue to Ignatius, and I'll get on Yarn Brand, ready to go.
You got it.
All right, everyone ready? I don't know if this is going to open the door, but we'll see what happens.
I'm so ready. I'm Chanuk ready to fight. Okay.
All right. Hold on to your butts. Plop it in.
As Ignatius pops it in, nothing happens. They're both inside the wall, and there doesn't seem to be anything in particular going on.
Yes, I was afraid as much. Tyrion, we have but one thing left to do. Is there any way to put these statues into the door? I am not as arcanely adept as you.
And what do you mean?
Well, they seem to have some magical properties, and surely this door does, so... put...
This is some good fucking Shalmir roleplay, let me tell you.
Shalmir's not smart.
Nope. This is good.
Shalmir. Magic doesn't work like that.
I mean, it has magic. This has magic.
There might be more. There might be more to it than that.
Well, that's for you to decide. That's exactly why I'm asking you.
This is great.
I'm going to inspect them with the idols inside to try and see if I can decipher why it may not be necessarily working.
Intelligence check.
10.
I mean, you put the two shapes in the slot. Should have opened the door. Something must be missing.
How far is it, Tyrion?
Probably, you said it was like a good,
50 feet of
in terms
solid wall.
50 feet of thickness.
Yeah.
Probably a good 50, 60 feet of likely solid stone between here and the other side.
I mean, I was gonna suggest we just try to climb this bitch, but 50 feet, that's quite a lot.
Well, I mean, that's just the thickness. The
Right.
height is
It's like a
well
The
over
hypotenuse,
200.
obviously. I mean,
The height is
hypotenuse,
well
I don't
over
know what
200
hypotenuse is.
feet. And then you have to factor in getting down from the top of the wall.
Right.
Which
Well,
is
I mean,
its own
we can
thing.
all surely fall at any rate we want, right?
Oh, that's true. I
what
think
you told
everyone
me.
has
That is true.
the feather fall
That is
thing,
true.
other than
That's very good.
Bologna.
Yeah,
I'm sure she can fend for herself.
Thanks.
Little ass balloon just sort of looks up.
Don't you have
Like
a
it's a
magic
true
carpet?
statement, but also like, what are you doing?
Oh wait, yeah, Balloon has the magic carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Zoned out over in the corner. What are we doing?
I'm gonna look for like
What?
a lever or some shit.
Oh boy.
Things in the door. Is there like a third like open sesame thing?
No.
Tyrion, is there like a ledge or anything at the top of this illusion or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, it's like a wall, so it's just like a straight
All right. Well, then
rectangle.
I guess you and I could just
Let
transport
me
people.
let me just try something first. I'm gonna cast
All right.
detect magic.
Sure.
Sure. Read me detect magic.
So within a 30-foot radius sphere,
Mm-hmm.
I sense the presence of magic.
Okay.
I see it as a faint aura around any visible creature, object that bears magic, and I learn the school of magic, if any.
2 big statues and inside the wall are magical. They're all glowing. Those 4 things, those 4 objects, where you guys have the objects in, but the objects that you placed in are not glowing magical. The 2 giant statues are magical. The indentation seems magical as well. The
Shalmir's just
all transmutation.
Shalmir's climbing the wall at this point.
I mean, you're attempting to climb the wall with an
With the things on his feet.
Give me an athletics check after 45 feet.
Yep. He's pretty good at that. So 18.
Nice. All right. We'll give you 5 minutes before we get to the next 45 feet, as it's basically like a vertical
Hard terrain,
on this one, because it's all carved
Right.
out. The other ones is a slight gradient. It's this
Wait.
is the
Wait,
equivalent of like
is
trying
our
to
plan-
climb a mountain to try and it is climbing a mountain to try and get into like instead of going up a trail, you're literally like, I'm just going up the fucking
yeah,
mountain.
Shalmir's not the smartest person.
I'm
so
with
he's
you.
like,
I'm with you.
I've done everything I can do. Fuck this. I'm climbing.
Yep.
Like, all right.
Yep.
As a gamer,
Yeah.
maybe we have to collect some items before we unlock the boss zone. I don't know. Maybe climbing a literal mountain that took Tyrion half an hour to fly up isn't the best call. I don't know.
I mean, I've heard Charnook isn't nearly as smart as Shalmir, so
I'm right up there. I'm halfway up already. What are you talking about?
Charnook and Shalmir are already climbing,
boy.
and they're fucking ants on the side of a mountain right now. As
I'm already
the rest of the
halfway
crew just
there.
watching, you are halfway there in your head.
Get down.
It's gonna be probably like I don't know 5 or 8 hours to get to the top of one side.
That's stupid. I do that in my sleep.
We'll be,
Guys,
stop.
get down.
Keep stopping. I said, Luke.
Well, what else are we gonna do?
Maybe we go to the other areas that we haven't explored. Maybe the items are there.
I mean, what's the worst that happens if we fall? He shouts extremely loud so that they can hear him.
Yep.
Do I still have the Ring of the Valkyries? I sure do. Okay, good.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm just checking
Why is it-
before I take a swan dive off of this.
Right.
I want the rain. How did I even get that?
Is there a... There's not a per day limit on the Ring of the Valkyries, is there?
No.
Nope.
That's
It's
dope.
you basically have permanent featherfall.
I am swan diving off of this wall, putting my full trust in this ring that I am attuned to.
You know what? Wow, I gotta clear the fucking queue. That's all I've learned just now. We'll just go with this shit for right now. Nah, that doesn't make sense. What? God damn it. One moment, and I will describe it to you. I'm just trying to get the.
You're okay. Take your
There it
time.
is.
I'm falling at a nice and slow 60 feet per round.
You sure are. Okay, cool. As Charnook falls down, as he starts to hit a quick speed from, he was about, I'd say, 120 feet up the wall. As he starts falling down, you see an ethereal blue Valkyrie wings come out from behind him, and you can almost see the outline of Cole as it slows his body down right before he hits the ground. The wings like come across him, and when they do like to unfeather and reveal Charnook, it disappears at that moment too, as he hits the ground.
It works. You don't have one of those, do you? I don't think he does.
You talking to Shalmir?
Yeah.
He does.
Yes, Tyrion gave me the other one, and he'll jump down as well. And he'll be like, fine, if we're not going to do that. He's going to cast Locate Object, and he's going to cast Locate Object on the things that he crafted, but try to find something that is very similar to that.
What do you mean Locate Object?
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction up to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
I'm sorry, but literally points to exactly what's in your hand.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's like, well...
I'm not trying to be cruel DM here, but that's
definitely
what
totally
would fucking happen. Which is like, locate object.
Something that's exactly like this. This.
You're searching through your files and it's just like, I'm looking for document passwords. You mean this one? No, the other document passwords.
No, the one that's like this. Come on, can't you decipher that?
God.
Magic is a fickle creature.
All right.
Well, that's all I have.
We go into Stonehenge or we go into the waterfalls?
Let's try out the southwest.
Stonehenge it is.
Stonehenge.
I wish that I had a smarter character right now.
Yeah, I wish you did too. Sitting here with no abilities that are related to anything for this puzzle. I'm just like, yep.
How you doing, Reed? Is it gonna be a three-parter?
Never in my wildest fucking dreams. All right, Bologna, give me a survival check.
Sure.
Reed's probably just like, you literally just had to push them inward into the indent.
Just don't worry about it. Just don't.
That's how they open.
It's fine. Just keep going.
35.
You want to
Burn it.
Easily, you're able to come up onto these ruins stealthily. You guys can see it seems to be a whole bunch of stone structures. Tyrion, almost called you your other character. Very similar to what you saw inside in the architecture, but all fallen apart and broken down. There's overgrowth on a majority of it, and it looks like there's a bunch of dark, like almost look like entrances to them where they've been carved out a bit. And some of them are very large, so probably like 30 feet entrances, and some of them are like 15 feet entrances of these big buildings that have collapsed in, like where the Aztec temple stairs would be. Most of the stairs are collapsed, and it's all fallen on itself, but like towards the bottom, there's a bit of a opening where it looks like you can enter in. There's quite a few of these around here, I'd say 3 of them.
Does this seem like a sacred temple kind of thing?
You can give me a religion check.
13.
Not so much sacred, but it does look like it's of a culture.
Okay. Well, if there's any aura of respect to it, then Shalmir is going to cast Mending to protect the culture of it.
You can. I would say not so much. You're not really seeing anything like that. It's kind of just
then he doesn't
buildings.
care.
Yeah. Buildings and architecture, fine architecture, but nothing to that level.
Okay, then he doesn't give a shit.
Sure.
Looking around the rubble, is there any kind of... we're looking for keys. We're looking for those statues.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
That's gonna... Ooh! Natural 20 for a 24.
Nice! As you start looking around, you start finding lots of half-eaten carcasses of animals all around. They stink, so it's very obvious. And as you're looking around the area, taking in more of this, the rest of the group is cautiously looking around and trying to find where these idols might be. The biggest of the 3 ruins here, you can actually hear inside one of them during this investigation check. This.
Guys, this, I'm saying this kind of quietly. Guys, I think there's some kind of beast asleep in that ruin over there. We should be very cautious not to awaken.
You do hear Charnook whispering this as he is, standing. Charnook, how tall are you? 7 feet tall?
Like 7 foot.
7 foot. So this is a 30-foot entrance. So you're not even 1/3 the height of this door. As he's turning back to you guys, saying this and whispering into you, you hear it, and then you're all a little more cautious and taking a listen to what sounds to be like something sleeping.
Nothing else of interest.
Well, give me an investigation check, below.
I'm gonna help her.
Okay.
Trying to be quiet, Shalmir.
26.
Okay.
What does it sound like, Charnook?
Sounds like you when you're asleep.
Must be a mighty foe.
Bologna, as you're looking around, you find a lot of bones. You find some of the strange serpentine bones and rotting carcasses as well around here. Peering into the
Cassray's dead.
Peering into the other ruins, you notice what looks like to be the shape of eggs, and they are huge. I would probably say the size of about 8 feet tall.
Wow.
8 feet tall eggs.
Whoa!
I'm just gonna go back and say, guys, I think this is a nesting ground for whatever giant-ass creatures in there. There's some massive eggs in that ruin over there, and maybe we should just get the fuck out.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm going to cast Locate Object real quick.
Yeah.
To see if I can find anything that resembles either the snake or the elephant that I'm looking for. Like the things that would fit in the door.
Okay. What's the range on that?
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Not so much. No, you're not really getting any indication here.
You get a weird indication that points back in the direction you came.
Right. Let's get out of here. Go to the
Yeah. Next place,
Give me a
or
stealth
back to the
check
center?
to leave.
Yes, this part seems like a trap.
Seems like a kind of indiscriminate trap. Wow! Why? I am gonna roll like crap when we're fighting this guy. 17 for a dirty 20.
Makes me happy.
37.
Oh my fuck. Blood
12.
Gone. 12.
I got a 13, but I rolled a natural 20 as my other one, but since I have disadvantage, ugh.
Stop being so beefy.
Don't worry.
Don't you have a horse too?
Stop being such
You
a
have a
beefcake.
horse.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Roll for the horse as well at disadvantage.
Of course.
The fucking horse on with ethereal fire. It's basically the Skyrim.
He's a big boy. He also got a 13.
Okay. What did Ignatius get?
18.
Okay.
Ignatius the Stealthy.
So Ignatius, your military training kicking in well. When you hear you're in a nest, you're like, You, Charnook, clearly getting out of here. It's Tyrion and Shalmir lagging behind, and the heaving of the hoofs. You hear the, and as you can hear something waking, the first step, as you can hear a foot hit the ground, the whole fucking ground shakes, and it sounds almost like a thunderclap.
We're moving.
Then the second one.
We're really moving.
Shalmir's picking up whoever the slowest person is and
I'm gonna
putting him
start-
on your brand.
I'm gonna start flying,
Yeah.
so I'm not making any ground sounds.
You guys dash. You're running. So I guess you all basically fucking leave Shalmir behind. And as I'm thinking about this, how fast does Yardbrand go?
60 feet.
60
He's
feet.
pretty fast.
Yeah, so you're all right.
And as an action, he can go 60 feet as well. So he's pretty fast.
Yeah, so you're all right. You're all right. As you Shalmir's fucking going, you guys stealthing away. He's keeping pace with you. But for the sake of imagery, I like the idea that you guys stealthed ahead far enough, and he just sort of lagged behind, and now he's catching up. As you look back,
Technically, he would be way ahead of me.
He should, that's what-
I could. Yeah.
I know. So actually, he's outpacing Tyrion, but Tyrion's like getting height. So it's one of those things going on right now. It's like Tyrion's going up and he's going horizontal. Out from the doorway, this massive head comes out with very sharp teeth, and as it's peering out with these eyes, Bologna, you recognize this creature as a thing that you were fighting in Yongguk that came and ate the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the raptors.
Oh, Jesus.
As this thing also seems to be much larger than the one you experienced as well.
Oh, God.
And as the face comes out, you can see those shifty fingers with all the hooked claws coming out, and it's sniffing out here as it's going to make some investigation checks.
Leave me alone.
Fuck me.
It's the Indominus Rex.
Fuck me. Basically, it's very much based on the Indominus Rex.
Run, Jan Brand.
As you see Shalmir going out with a fucking 2 and a 5. I mean, just never.
No chance.
All the
Never
perception
Goodbye,
checks.
fuckface.
Everything's been under 8 today, except one natural 20 when Tyrion was running away. So
Wow. Perfect.
as it comes out, you can see it's still a little groggy, and it goes in towards one of the ruins and sniffs in there. It seems to know its eggs is still in there, and it goes back, and you can hear it settling back down into its nest.
Right. So,
We're heading north, I believe.
are we?
I assume that's
You're in the southwest right now at the ruins.
Yep.
Yeah, we were gonna head north, hit the waterfall area, check it out.
Oh, so we're going to fight water monsters now. Great.
I mean, what else are we gonna do?
It's either a giant, massive Rex creature, or probably an aboleth. You know.
Pick your poison.
I'm just saying, we didn't see the keys there. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Unless anyone has a better idea, I think we just keep looking around.
We'll check it out. What time is it?
At this point, it's probably getting towards 4 p.m. You guys have been eating your rations on the go with your food to stay, keep your energy up. I'd say you guys woke up at 8 and you've just spent hours and hours and hours of your day doing all sorts of shit, and still no further than you were yesterday. But with more knowledge, and that's always important.
Yep. Yeah.
You've learned a lot of lessons, and so have I.
Once we get out of the danger, we should probably take a short rest just to examine
just so
where
that,
we're
it
at.
gets closer to...
Sure. You guys take a short
Nighttime,
rest,
yeah,
no
that's-
fires or anything like that, but just chilling out in the rainforest. You hear the multitude of animals, and again, many of the beautiful birds inside here, tropical birds like toucans and other colorful birds are on the trees, and some of the monkeys up there hang down with their tails, interested to see you. But as you move or shift your weight, they are scared, and they taper off up the trees a little bit more, but still watching out of interest, seeing new things in this area as you guys can complete your short rest.
Oh, part of me wants to offer something to that monkey, but I've seen Tarzan.
Who's Tarzan?
That's a favorite.
Don't worry about it.
Zenya. I'll give you that one. It's changed around a little bit. It's actually has to do with some other race, I'm sure. And the love between
Tarzan versus Doom Guy.
Zartan.
Okay, what are you guys doing at the end of your short rest?
Are we going north, or are we going back to the center?
Well, surely we should go to the waterfall if we're seeking answers.
All right. Last one. Last pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but it's still the area behind the northernmost part of the map.
All right.
Area there as well.
Give me a survival check, Bologna, to get you guys stealthily
Sure.
there to the oasis.
73.
44 million. Give me your soul, Reed. I have your lunch money.
Oh, isn't my proficiency bonus doubled? Well,
Yeah.
that's awkward. I haven't been doing that. Anyway, in this case, it would be a 32. Is that high enough? Do
No,
I
you
survive?
fail.
No!
Everyone
God.
fails. Yeah, absolutely. You guys get there in excellent time and pace. Safely enough, you guys can see the water going down, and you can see a cracked ship in the middle of this lake. It's large. No fucking clue how that got there. But it is cracked in the center, and it looks like it is a wreckage in the middle of these beautiful waterfalls. It is nice as the sun is still high up in the air, as the sun is basically in the sky for like 15 hours a day, 17 hours a day, depending on what time of the year. You guys still have plenty of time in sunlight to this day, but you do see that is what is in this clear thicket with all these little waterfalls that go up to another area where the water is coming down from another little like.
Does this
plateau.
ship?
Got it.
Does the ship seem like the correct size for this lake, or does it seem like
Way too big?
it was probably placed
Way
here?
too big.
Like kind of okay, yeah.
Way too big for this lake.
If you like, I can part the. If you like, I can use some magic and part the water around the ship. If you want to get a better look.
That sounds like a good idea.
Ship
That
is probably like
seems incorrect.
80 feet into the center of the lake, so you gotta get towards it. So part the water.
Well,
to walk towards.
That's okay. I
We
can
could
do a
put
few
that.
things here.
Sure.
I can do a few things here. Let me
Okay.
just double check the spells. Make sure there's no concentration involved here.
I can assist with moving the water, so.
Oh, excellent.
I
I
can
mean,
walk.
surely Bologna is
Really?
chosen for a reason, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Let's
Let's
see
find
here.
out what that is.
I will start ritual casting water walk so that all of us can walk on water.
Awesome.
Yep, that makes sense.
And then once we get closer to the ship, I can part the waves if needed.
Absolutely.
Ignatius, I may require assistance, but
Sure.
we'll see.
You guys start walking across the water, and it is a beautiful sight to behold. You see reflections of yourselves in the water. It is one of those like beautiful, crystal clear water that you would get in the Mediterranean or Caribbean, and it's a very light feeling. It's this. It's excitement, you know. You're fucking walking on water, and it's beautiful. You're in the middle of no aces. This shit's great. I need everybody to give me charisma saving throws.
Nice.
+3 to everybody because you're next to Shalmir.
23.
24.
+3. Charisma.
Is this David Jones' locker?
Bootstrap, build your liar.
That's a direct quote.
Oh, I got 15 out. I don't know if you heard.
19.
Oh boy, I'm in danger.
What did you roll, Charnook?
13.
And what did you roll?
Did you add
Bologna?
3?
I did add 3.
15.
Yep.
15. Sure, let me just change this. Just gotta change the song here.
Prepare for spook.
Nope, that's not the command. What do we got? That's right.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh. I understand now.
So,
Aha.
Bologna and Charnook, as you guys are walking across the water and how beautiful it is, you just you're literally seeing a reflection in the beauty of this water, and you just, it's so warm to the touch, and you just fucking put your whole face into the water. You guys, literally, you see Charnook and Bologna just stop what they're doing and dive into the water.
I'm going to attempt to just pull them both up by their collars.
Sleight of hand check.
The funny thing about water walk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you literally can't dive into water.
Yeah.
You literally can't
if you
go into
target,
water.
You just hit your fucking face.
If you target a creature submerged
concrete.
in liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface. So, like,
It's like concrete,
Wait,
basically.
you're just
wait,
like,
say that
yeah.
again. Wait, say that again.
So basically, it says, like, if you target a creature submerged in a liquid,
Yeah.
that spell carries that target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet around.
Uh-huh.
So, in essence, it just makes you, like, permanently buoyant.
I would say specifically, it sounds like they're hitting the surface at 60 feet per second.
Yeah.
Per 6 seconds, so 10
Yeah.
feet per second.
I would say that instead, you guys just sort of lay down. You just lay down. Your face
Just like
is-
put their face in the water.
yeah, you're just like laying down. I would just looking at it, or just even on your back is fine too. You're just
Man,
laying
this is
down.
Really nice. Very nice. I love this.
Probably just gonna lay on my back.
Yeah.
I think that's how.
Face down.
No, don't do that to my character.
We go to Charnook and lift his face out of the water so he's not drowning.
Yeah,
Swat his hand.
you're not drowning. I'll also give you that with your water walk, even though it's not what it is. Like, this is not making you instantly drown yourself.
Cool.
You're just like, oh fucking.
But the drown god.
Hey, don't say his name 3 times or the campaign changes.
Are you guys okay?
Do you see how pristine this water is? It's incredible.
It's just calm.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
really
nice.
just water.
It's something more.
It's pretty clear. What do you mean?
Alright, Charnook. Fucking wake up. Just smack him.
Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll against him.
Okay. What is that, like an unarmed attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to do damage?
I mean, 16.
Nope.
17.
Charnook's just like, stop. What are you doing? Just chill out. Just pushes your hand to the side. Like you're punching, he's just like, whoa. It's like, oh fuck. Charnook is strong.
Bonus action, I'm gonna try to knock him on the ground. So just knock
He is on the ground. Shalmir's just flailing
I'm
here.
gonna shield bash as my bonus action.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 26 to hit.
Hits. You
So he
bonk
just
him.
gets he gets knocked prone,
He's
basically.
already prone, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he gets hit.
Sure. You hit him.
Ow!
Get up.
Oh.
That's all he's got.
Are you guys feeling okay?
I feel great.
Yeah, fine.
They feel terrific. The best they've ever felt.
Terrific, even.
Better than fine, actually.
I've never felt better.
It's like a vacation with you guys. Welcome relief from my normal crew.
This is
I
not
could
right.
spend the rest of my life here.
Okay. Something weird's going on.
What do you mean? It's nice water.
Weird.
Charnook would never give up going back to the bar. He would never say he would want to stay here forever.
The bar's not as appealing as
We could start a bar here.
that. Is incredible reasoning, and this is such a better place.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good destination.
A tiki bar.
Shalmir is gonna
Yeah.
cast protection from good and evil on Charnook.
What does that do?
Blah blah blah. Get
Blah,
to the
blah,
point
blah.
where they're already. Well, yeah. The thing is, they have advantage, whatever, like preventing things. But if the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw. So those are celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Cool.
Do I get the?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope.
Chilling.
Metagaming, nope. Not how it works. Not how this works. Tyrion, what is Tyrion, Ignatius, and Shalmir doing?
I'm gonna look around to see if anything odd starts coming towards us.
Give me a perception check.
This makes me feel like a natural type trap. What do you want?
You start to see something strange coming out of the water around Charnook and Bellona's necks.
I'm gonna move over to them. And Bellona, I'm gonna cast a Dispel Magic.
Okay. What level?
Just a level 3.
Bellona, you snap out of it.
There you go.
I'd probably have to start swimming, wouldn't
Hang on.
Touchy.
I? I don't know how that works.
Choose one creature.
Yeah.
Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
What's
Yeah,
water?
so
Bellona?
Water walks third
Bellona?
level. So,
So,
is it?
so your mind clears, and you immediately are pulled under.
Ah!
Charnook,
I grab Charnook if this is
You
if
are
he gets.
starting to choke.
Yeah, if he's getting pulled under, Shalmir's gonna grab Charnook and try to pull him up.
You are helping. Give me a Constitution saving throw, Charnook. You are suffocating, as there are hands around Charnook's throat right now, and they are fucking strong.
Since he's helping, do I have advantage?
No, he's helping choke you. He's pulling you up as something's pulling you down. You are suffocating.
That's a 19 on the con save.
Okay, you're doing all right. So you're gonna take half damage.
Nice.
thick neck.
Big.
That is 17 points, half. Bludgeoning.
What kind of damage is choking damage?
I'll do bludgeoning. Bludgeoning your fucking throat hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would imagine it's bludgeoning.
Bellona, I need you to give me an athletics or acrobatics check at disadvantage underwater as some creature is currently pulling you down under at a fast velocity.
Hilariously, I got a 21.
Nice. Natural 20.
All right, well, fuck you. Creature. Not you.
28.
Yikes.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
Well, this is how I die.
You
That's
are
cool.
holding your breath, so you have your con. So whatever your con is, you can hold your breath for how many minutes?
I have +1 the Constitution. So, I have 12. Sorry, 12.
2 minutes?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like the okay.
I believe so. Yeah, it's 1 minute plus your
So yeah, 2 minutes.
modifier.
It's 1 minute plus 1 extra minute per modifier.
Yeah.
All right. How fast am I being brought down?
70 feet a second.
Yikes.
6 seconds.
Okay.
Every 6 seconds, 70 feet. As you're being pulled down at this point by it, you see 3 more of these strange-looking, like aquatic humanoids coming up to you, and they look to have chains and stones anchored to those chains as they're coming up to you.
Oh my god.
If Shalmir is holding Charnook, can
Yeah.
he see these people since he's underwater trying to pull Charnook up?
Charnook again is like on the surface because you guys cast water walk. This
Right.
thing is around its
Yeah.
neck and it's leveraging the water as a basically hard surface. You're pulling him up right now and he's choking. You can see the arms if you can let go and try and see what the fuck's below.
Yeah, just to
I'm
try to see what Charnook is being pulled by.
I'm gonna
Sure.
drop to the ground prone
Mhm.
to like get my face under the water.
Yeah.
And I mean, It's technically magical fire.
Yeah.
I want to try casting a fire bolt at one of these creatures, seeing these things starting to swarm Bologna.
Yeah, definitely. Go for it. Go ahead
Yes.
and roll an
And
attack.
if Shalmir sees these things too, he's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Sure. As you see it, though, I need you to give me another charisma saving throw.
Now that I am being actively violenced against, can I have volition?
What does that mean?
Can I make choices and do things?
No.
No.
19. Shalmir.
Safe. You're okay as you start to hear. Wait, it's more noticeable now since you rolled so low. You start to hear like a humming of some sort of tune in your ears as it slowly faded away.
So if I'm casting Sacred Flame, I need a dex check, or a dex save.
Sure, let's go see what their dex is.
And I have a 15 to hit.
Natural 1.
So that, they
15
take
hits.
18 radiant damage.
Alright, it burns. It is still there, and Charnook, I need another con saving throw as it's choking you out. Ignatius, what are you doing? You're just standing there.
How deep is the water?
26 points of bludgeoning damage. You can half it if...
26 on the con save.
Easy. How deep's the water? You can't see the bottom from where you're standing.
Okay.
So it's deep. It clearly goes at least 100 feet down.
16 fire damage, by the way.
Nice. The one grappling Bologna right now is gets hit by it, and you can see a big singe on the like leathery body, humanoid body.
Shalmir's okay, go ahead, Ignatius, because
Yeah.
your turn.
I'm going to use control water
Yeah.
and try to just part as much water away from Bologna as I can.
How many feet can you do?
I can do 100-foot cube.
Cube. So
Control water is a
give me a
dope spell.
length then. So 100-foot cube.
10 by 10.
10 by 10.
It's a,
So you're dragging behind. So as you're doing this immediately, you know.
100 feet on a side. I can do
shit.
100 by 100 by
That's a
100.
It's
lot.
a really good spell.
I can fucking do a lot of water if I want
It's
to.
a
That's a
really
shit
good
ton
spell.
of water.
That is
Yeah.
not at all what I thought.
It's like stupid amount of water. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this,
like
this was the spell we used when we stormed that one city.
Yeah.
I remember I took out like an entire platoon of guys with this.
It's a fourth level
it's
spell.
nutty.
Got it.
It's a fourth level spell. Like it's a big deal.
No,
It's
you
like
catch
I
up.
am-
So as you control the water in the cube, you part ways, and you see a bunch of these creatures just fall into the water beneath. As Bologna has a momentary, you're free of the grapple, Bologna, from this move, but now you're falling back into the water as all the creatures are falling due to gravity. That's being
there's
parted.
like water. Like I'm in water, and then there's like a part, and then there's like more water below me.
Basically, he just parted above you all the way up to Ignatius. So he's like basically it's parted, and he's looking down at you, standing on top of the water, parting it 100 feet down. You're at 70 feet, so there's a 30-foot drop into the next where the water starts.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
And I'm out of the grapple.
You're out of the grapple, free falling 30 feet at the moment.
All right, can I pull out the carpet and use the carpet and try to land on the carpet
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
not fall into the water?
Give me an athletics check to see if you can pull
Great.
it out in enough time to get your feet under it and try and fly up.
23. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Beautifully done, Bologna. This moment of opportunity that Ignatius clutchly gives you this
Oh,
chance
shit.
to
I was dead.
to take out your carpet and fly towards the surface. You're like in Aladdin, and you're just like going parallel now up with the carpet as Ignatius is holding the water. Shalmir is still trying to kill this thing that is around the throat of Charnook, who is suffocating.
Yeah.
Yo, control water is way more fun than you would think.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a really good spell.
When it comes into use, it is very good.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Shalmir's definitely just fucking going ham on this thing. If
Yeah,
he sees
go
it, he's fucking swimming. If whatever he can do
Well, you
is
can't
trying to
swim
get to this
technically,
thing.
so go ahead and do another Sacred Flame if you want to attack. If you try to
All
pierce the surface, and it's literally like the ground,
Yeah.
it's rock.
So that's a dex check.
Yes. That's an 8.
An 8? Okay, 19 radiant
Dead.
damage.
The thing just bursts into flames, and you see it fall to the ground.
The Mountain Lord tells you to release him.
You're no longer choking, but you are still charmed.
Well, this is so nice, you know.
you lay right back down. He has horrible gashes on his neck, all red strangle marks.
Well enough. At least he is
Shalmir, grab him real quick.
All right.
I will.
Shalmir will
Once
grab
he's
him.
grabbed him, I will cast another Dispel Magic.
You will not let Shalmir grab you. You are staying
touch
on the
me.
ground.
Shalmir will try to grab him anyway.
Grab
No,
him
I just
fast.
mean like grab him to hold on to him. You don't have to like pick him up yet.
Okay.
Still gonna try to grab him.
And then I cast Dispel Magic.
25.
What do you got, Charnu? Athletics or acrobatics?
The convenient time to roll up. It's a 7 total.
Okay.
Oof.
So basically, putting him over your shoulder, he's like, he's trying to grab back like a child. Just, the toy, I want the toy, but it's the water. As Ignatius, you're still holding it. So, to my knowledge, Tyrion, you were looking at Bologna. You're on the opposite side, so you'd have to fly over to the part at waters, unless you stop as Bologna comes out from the bottom on her carpet now, surface level.
Yep.
What do you? So, are you still holding it, Ignatius?
Well, once Bologna gets out, I will bring the water back.
Okay.
Am I able to? So there's all these options for control water, like flood, part water, redirect flow, whirlpool. Do I choose one for the entire duration of the spell, or can I change it up?
I think you can change
How
as long
long
as you're
is the spell?
concentrating.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
Concentrate.
change it.
I think it's pretty much per action you can change.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Since it closes, Tyrion, you go the distance, you cast Dispel Magic, you're no longer charmed.
All right. If everyone's out of the water,
Oh
Yeah.
God, this is awful. Why are we still here? Put me down.
yeah,
Shalmir's
you're gonna
got
have to
Carnage
swim.
over his shoulder, like, come on, man.
so I'm going to bring the water back
Yep.
and then create a whirlpool.
Underneath you guys?
Not underneath us.
Okay. Where?
To the side where where all the creatures were.
Sure. Well, they split on two sides, but you do know one location where they
I'll do the side that Bologna was on.
Right.
Like I close it and then I do a whirlpool next to us so we're not in it.
A couple of them are getting caught in the draft, but you can tell they are extremely agile swimmers and talented and
I
strong.
imagined. I just thought it would be fun.
But some of them are clearly distracted. You guys do get looks at these humanoid-looking creatures. They have gills in their necks. They look female in their appearance, almost elven, and they have dark blue skin to them. When you have a chance to really look at them, but it's almost translucent. Really, their skin is basically clear.
Well, we're getting out of here. Onwards.
Wait, are we closer to the ship or the shore?
Ship.
Ship.
Hmm.
I mean, Shalmir's gonna try to carry Charnuk towards the ship,
Okay.
since he seems susceptible to this.
Shalmir, put him on Yarnbrand.
Let's go. To the ship.
Okay, if Yarnbrand has water walking, definitely.
Yeah,
I'll put him
Yarnbrand
on
does have water walking.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I'm putting Charnuk on Yarnbrand.
Basically,
Yes!
the fiery horses trotting around on top of the water toward the ship.
A bull riding a horse on the water. Yes. Let's go.
All right.
D&D is great.
As you guys make your way to the ship, are you guys getting onto the ship, or are you just observing the ship?
Do these things?
Way to get onto the ship.
While this is happening, sorry. Do these things specifically seem like they're targeting a specific individual, or is it like they're just casting it in an area? Like, do I have an idea that one is specifically like targeting Charnuk, or one is specifically targeting Bologna?
Give me a wisdom check.
Or is it okay? 19.
It seems like it's you're picking up more and more, and you can hear a very subtle song outside here, and it seems like hearing this song has some impact on whether you're charmed or not. And now that you've actually singled out the song, give me another charisma saving throw.
Okay. Pretty good at that, so 26.
Easily enough,
Yeah.
you're fine. You recognize
It's like,
it,
I don't
you
give a
understand it.
fuck about you.
Yep. You hear the song, and the song's not it's disarming. It's not telling you to do anything. It's just disarming, and you just
Yeah, and then you get choked.
You just want
They
to.
put you in a full Nelson and suplex you into the depths.
Yep.
So, there's 2 of them left, right? Is that correct?
That you could.
As far as he can see.
No, you can't even see anybody because you guys have gone far enough. You don't see
Okay,
anyone around
then
you.
he'll leave them be if he can't see any of them at this point.
But you
Is
guys
there a
are
way to
standing-
climb onto the deck of the ship?
Oh, well, there's not. It's not level at all, but you can definitely go onto some of the wreckage that is partially level to hop on there and maybe take a look around.
Like,
It's like the ship is broken in half that way, reverse Titanic. This way,
so it's like a pretty steep angle.
yeah. But
Okay,
there's a little
I
bit
can-
at the tops that's sort of flattened out a little bit, so it's like, it's like for the ship, the middle seems like it's just gotten fucked.
Okay. Climbing up the railings, the side banisters, I'd like to try and just kind of examine anything that's on the deck, look if there's anything that looks interesting in there, trying to get to some kind of stable ground.
Sure. We'll do that after we take our first break. How's that sound?
Neato.
For reference, Shalmir is going to sit at the bottom of the ship and just wait to see if these things are coming and
You're
let
going
everyone
under the
else
water?
investigate. He's just waiting, like, he still is water walking, right? Or is he not?
I mean,
Yeah,
how long is that
it's an
last?
hour.
An hour? Yeah. So
If he still is water walking, then he's just going to stop before everybody else climbs the ship. Let everyone else climb the ship and just stay stalwart waiting. If anything comes, he's going to try to resist it and beat the shit out of it.
absolutely.
So I'm also, when we get on the ship, the whirlpool, I think it's a whirlpool, is going to move to be 30 feet away from the ship.
Okay, on one side.
Yes, on the side that we climbed on.
Yeah.
It's like
30,
in front of Shalmir.
Yeah, I'm
basically.
with
yeah,
that. That's
30 feet in front.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, sure.
Very cool.
Okay,
Beautiful.
go take a break. Go get some food or some snacks. You guys are back on top of the ship right now, peering in. Give me that perception or investigation check, Charnook. Whenever I ask you for investigation, that means you're touching shit. Always know that. Unless you
I
specifically
will
go,
perceive.
I want
with
to
my
investigate
perceiving.
without touching, and then I'll be like, so you want to look. And then I will ask you to do a perception check.
Right. I rolled a 17 on the perception check.
Sure. It looks like at the bottom of the ship, it's dark down there, but it looks like there's a lot of shit down there. It looks like it's cracked in half. There's 2 levels to it, and it's been wearing away for a while. You do see barrels that have been emptied out, seaweed on the top. It looks like it's pretty run down, pretty abandoned. Nothing, marks and sludge are on it. It's been corroded. Barnacles are all out and about. But it's tough to see below the surface. Even though it's clear, now that you're here by the wreckage, it looks like the water is dirty down here. And then even the way it's broken this way, the sun's hitting the shading, so it makes it difficult. You have dark vision, you can see just fine.
I don't.
That's what I figured. So that's why it's a little difficult for you, but for any of our dark vision users, they can see just fine.
There's a ton of stuff down there.
What did you see?
All kinds of things. I heard
Okay.
Outlines galore.
like 60% of.
Why? Am I cutting out?
No, Emily just walked in and asked me a question at the same time you started
No
explaining.
worries. No worries.
So I was paying half
No, you're
attention.
fine.
My
We can't.
apologies.
You hardly saw anything. Anyways.
I saw some things, not really anything.
Too dark.
There are 2 levels to the ship, but it's kind of murky in there. I couldn't really get a good look.
Okay. Any other takers on ship investigation?
Not specifically ship investigation, but if Shalmir sees anything, he will try to approach it.
And the ship, you said not related to the ship, but outside.
No, he's
the
looking for
whirlpool,
these creatures that were affecting Charnook. And
You notice the
Tyrion.
whirlpool is keeping them at bay. They are not
Okay.
on your side at all.
He's just
That's
going to stand
only
there
10
and wait.
minutes, so after 10 minutes, it's going to go away.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Probably
he will
got like
wait
5
there.
left. we got it. On his horse right now, with his beautiful shield and his fucking hammer. He's ready.
Fucking giant warhammer.
Paladin AF, dude.
Like, just fucking come at me, bitch.
What are the rest of you doing?
Is there any treasure on the ship?
Nothing on the ship. From the top layer that you're on, you'd have to go into the sunken parts of the ship to explore more.
Okay.
Is there a way to undo the water walking on just the people who want to go investigate?
I have no idea. Can you dismiss the water spell?
I'm trying to look that up right
I
now.
don't know. I mean, I ritual cast it. So
I
don't
mean,
know.
I just cast
Dropping
magic on you, so
spell.
your water walk is gone.
Yeah, you're good, Charnock. I'm
Yeah,
good.
dropping a spell is a free action, technically.
Okay.
I don't know if dropping a spell on a specific creature is a free action or not. It's hard to say. I'm not seeing any links on that.
What about dropping a ritual casted spell? Is
Well,
the
yeah,
same
that
thing?
would be a
To
free,
me,
that
it
would be a
makes
free
it-
action also, but you'd have to drop it on everybody.
I think it just stays up for the hour. I
Okay.
think that's what makes
Great.
sense for a ritual cast, especially because it's a ritual cast. It's basically a freebie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like it's kind
putting-
of
Just
wonky.
cast is
action.
cast,
I'm
unless you
not-
want to dispel it.
Yeah, I'm not like actively. Yeah. Great.
Does anyone have a fishing pole? Throw a line down in there, see what we can get. Maybe pull something up. No takers. I left mine at home, so
I hate this island.
This island does suck.
What's
You're
that?
right.
fishing pole. Do you have one?
A fishing pole?
A fishing pole.
I can't say that
Anyone
I.
has a fishing pole.
We knew we were coming to an island.
You have
and we
2
could
minutes
bring
left
fish
of your control water.
All right. So I have that whirlpool for about 2 more minutes. Do we want to?
I can start another one if you want.
Oh, well, we can always do another one, but if we don't want to waste spells, do we want to chill here for a bit, or do we want to try to get out of here?
Maybe let's get out of here so we don't run into that problem we just had.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't like drowning.
We're making 0 progress here.
Make a good point.
Shalmir's just
Alright.
staring into the abyss.
I know
Like,
exactly what I did wrong with this one shot. It is very clear. I know exactly what I did wrong. It'll never happen again.
is it that you should have sent the Chosen because they're better at everything?
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
for sure.
This is the group that can't do anything.
Fuck.
We just bumble around and
Yeah, Raleigh
Fuck.
rolls an investigation check. That's a 27.
What do you guys want to do?
we could honestly probably kill all of these things.
You already killed one of them.
Yeah, it went down in like 2 hits from a cantrip.
Sure did.
But we don't know what's magically trying to affect us, and that could become a problem.
Just let Shalmir do
I
it.
guess.
Fucking everybody else do whatever they
So you
need to
guys
do.
are on the broken ship right now. Charnook saw some stuff in the water, below deck, in the wreckage. The whirlpool's running out in 1 minute now. And Shalmir is gearing up for fucking golfing some sirens.
I would
Well,
like,
here, Charnook, if you want to go investigate that stuff down there, you can go. I'll keep an eye from above and attack anything that tries to come near you.
I would love to do that.
While that happens, Shalmir is going to yell to Ignatius, "Let me go! I will destroy these! There is no reason for us to hold back."
So alpha.
Charnock, is it dark
Want a
down there?
wingman?
Say that again?
Want a wingman?
If you wish to come with me, just stay near me.
All right.
All right.
Charnock, is it dark down there?
Ignatius jumps off. It is dark down there. As Ignatius jumps off next to Shalmir, you guys are waiting as the water disappears. The cyclone stops, and
I
there's a
swim
stillness.
aft down.
I'll cast light on his whatever weapon he has.
Well, perfect, yeah. And you can't swim yet because the way I'm interpreting water walk is literally the earth, so you can't like go down and get them. And you're also on a fucking horse,
Mhm.
so you guys are just waiting, looking. And
Well, if I see anything, then since I can't move, I'll cast sacred flame if I can see anything,
Sure.
if I can't move.
Oh, I'm going to speak the special word for my sword.
Sure.
It's spark, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deck save on anything that I can see.
Nothing
if I
yet.
can see.
I mean, the typhoon just stopped, so nothing was
Yeah,
happening in
yeah,
the
that makes
typhoon.
sense.
Light is on Charnook right now on his weapon. What weapon?
Ignatius.
I have the very special sword that
Yo.
I bought for a lot of money.
Beautiful.
Ignatius, I have an idea.
What's that?
You're yelling
You know
at the
how
boat
water-
down to him.
You know how water conducts electricity?
I do.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
How about those our friends in the lake that we're in right now? What kind of mass lightning effects do you have?
Oh, I have something that could probably do the trick.
Just curious. Just a thought.
Shalmir, would you like to vacate the water for a moment, and then we can go back?
Get to the top of the water, yeah.
Oh boy.
Stand on the
Charnook
boat.
has not gone in. He has the light, and he's on his sword, and he's about to jump in. He's like, what? No.
Give me 2 seconds.
What are you doing, Ignatius? As everybody is waiting on waiting to see if Charnook's about to get electrocuted.
All right, so the water's gone.
Yeah.
The whirlpool's gone,
Yeah.
and I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stop that.
Do it.
I would like to make sure I'm at least 10 feet from Ignatius, so
You're on the
save
boat.
himself.
You're
from
on the
this
fucking
issue.
boat.
I'm gonna cast it.
Ignatius, are you on the boat or are you on the water?
I'm on the boat. I don't want to be on the water.
Okay, everyone is climbing back onto the boat.
Oh, that's why I said I was like, Shalmir, you want to get off the water so we can do this?
Good, okay, now I understand.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast it at 4th level.
Okay.
Oh, they did.
Go ahead and roll damage for that.
Okay.
As a
Oh,
storm,
he just said roll damage. He says, "Let's go."
As a storm starts gathering above, you can see these clouds. You can feel the power surging through you, and then a lightning bolt comes from the cloud into the water.
Yes.
This is exciting.
Okay.
I cast lightning ball.
All right, so that's
Ninth
going
level-
to be.
ninth level, lightning storm.
The lake evaporates.
25 lightning damage.
As the lightning bolt hits the top of the water, you see it surge out, and the lake's not that big. It's big, but not that big, and it's a fucking lightning strike. As it hits, it encompasses the entire surface of the
Oh my
lake,
god.
and slowly you see 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4,
Yes.
10 bodies more come up. You see
God,
fish
yes.
rising. You kill everything inside this pond.
Shalmir just puts his hand out and he's like, "Good job, my friend."
I'm so
It
glad
is
that worked.
Literally surrounded by bodies. I have been cringing for like, I don't know, since you got here, being like, you know, when the DM gives the lightning guy water, I thought he'd take it, but
You know?
he's just like, what if I control the water? I'm like,
Well, when you said spark, I was like,
it's a
wait.
great, no, it's a great idea. I agree, but it's just like, and again, the DM in me is just like, of course, no, he's using the water, he's using his magic, but the fucking gooey goblin brain is just like, the bad guys are in water under you. You are literally lightning monster guy. That's all you do is shoot lightning.
Well, we were on the water for
You were.
most of it.
You were.
That is true.
You were. But there was a ship. And that's what I was like, it's here. Or before you get
Now we can get the loot.
You never know. Maybe you didn't want to kill the innocent merfolk. Fair point, but now they're dead anyway, who happen to be here as well.
Innocent Schmitz and trying to kill us.
So there's
It's an uncharted island. No one's gonna know.
I'd say there's probably a total of about 25 siren bodies, about 80 fish that are now at the top of the
Oh my
surface.
god.
Nice.
And,
They're food.
Are they cooked?
They are definitely not cooked, but blackened. This did triple damage because it's fucking water from a lightning strike. They are dead.
Shalmir joins hands
75 damage.
Shalmir joins hands with Ignatius, and he says, "Now that fish, that looks delicious."
Looks like, as Bologna comes behind, clapping them on the shoulders, looks like their fish is fried.
Yes.
Oh man, I didn't know the Chosen's jokes were so stale.
Tyrion just cast disintegrate on himself.
End my suffering.
Surely you have somebody in your group that gives better jokes.
I'm just trying to fill in for
Jordan,
Tellius.
what are you doing?
Here.
Is there residual electricity on the water?
No. You wait 10
I'm
minutes.
diving in.
Alright.
Wait, drop the spell, please. I want to go in the water and see.
You don't have the spell on you anymore.
I don't?
I got rid of it when I dispelled the charm.
Oh my god, this whole time I'm diving in the water. God, if I had known that, I would have gone in and 1v1'd all of them.
No, you're the best role player in the world.
Treading water by himself, and he's like, "Come on, Tyrion!"
Charnook is like drowning in the water as somebody drags him to the boat, and then he's sitting there like, "Somebody get rid of the spell on me, guys!"
Big brain, very big brain.
It's like, there's a spell cast on you. Yeah! So there's not a spell cast on you anymore.
Wait.
No! I didn't even see Tyrion do that shit. It's magic.
Right. Okay, I dive into the water.
Alright, give me an investigation check. With advantage, because you have a fucking light on you.
And I'm gonna be keeping an eye out if anything shows
You can't
up.
see a fucking thing over all the bodies that are now clouding the water.
That is a 17.
Yeah, you find a treasure chest down here. As you open it up, you find there is a bunch of gold in there, and some of it starts floating up to the top. And as the coin pieces fly to the top, you do see the outline of what looks to be like an elephant statue.
I close it so I get as much gold as I can,
Uh-huh.
and then I try and lift it up and swim and push up. How deep am I?
Not very. It got caught on like the wreckage, so you're probably only like
Okay.
15 feet down underneath the surface of the water at this wreckage. So now you're
So
probably,
I'll
the center beam
resurface.
is basically broken down where it's ledged between. It's like ready to fall, but you're all right. Give me a strength
So-
check to try and fucking. It's heavy.
Okay, I can do
Water
that
helps.
first. Strength check.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 23.
Easy, dude. You fucking lift, bro. And
Burst through the wood.
Tyrion's looking through, and he makes out he's following the light. He can see bits and pieces of Charnook through all the fried fucking siren on top of the water right now. And then all of a sudden, you just see this on top. The chest comes out and is floating on the surface of shortly by Charnook coming over the top with his hand, being like, "Fucking found something."
There's a lot of money and an elephant in here.
While Charnook is doing that, can I
Help
look
him
through?
get it on the boat.
Sure, easily enough. You guys
Can I look through the siren to see if there's any magical components in these things?
Oh my god, yeah, go ahead. Make an
Oh,
investigation.
yeah.
Cut them open and see
These
if there's
things could probably make some dope potions.
Can Bologna, like, lasso one onto the ship and, like, skin it?
Yeah.
That's a
Just
17.
gonna
wants to
fucking
make- she wants to make a
dissect the
trophy.
siren.
Yeah.
She wants a trophy for her trophy wall.
If it's nature, it's 17. If it's investigation, it's also 17. If it's medicine, it's 21.
I mean, are you cutting it open type of deal looking for?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you find, a heart inside it.
Yeah.
That's
Weird.
That's
Anything
about
that seems significant to the siren, any like organs or whatever that might not be apparent in a human.
basically lacking all organs. This is not a normal humanoid creature. It just has a heart, it would appear. And it's
I'll take that.
skinned and it's see-through, so you basically can see through what's inside it, and the heart is one thing.
I'll take its heart and its translucent skin.
Okay.
Are you wearing the skin?
Give me
We'll see.
a intelligence check to skin see-through skin.
Oh my god.
16.
Fuck off.
I'll take the heart.
You cut yourself like 4 times before you give up and just take a couple like chunks of siren see-through skin.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're putting it right now. You have them on your person now.
He's got a bag.
Okay, you can put that in a bag. Bologna,
So
you have to give me the same intelligence check to try and skin invisible skin. See-through skin.
I'm gonna roll lower than Shalmir, even though I'm smarter than him.
Okay.
13.
Yeah. Nope. You got a bunch of chunks, but easy enough. You can cut off a head and get a heart. That's easy enough to do.
I just want the head, man.
That is
Actually, no,
easy.
the heart's cool too. You're right.
You
You're
can see
right.
it. It's tough not to see. It's like the only thing inside them.
I don't want the skin. Let's throw it at Shalmir.
If you eat her heart, you get her powers.
I'll take whatever Bologna throws at me.
Savage.
Shalmir's like, Bologna's important, like, right? Like, I'll take whatever she throws at me. It's clearly good.
You guys got a couple handfuls of siren skin, and each of you got a heart, and Bologna, you have a head of a siren.
We'll just have to give this a
Great.
rally to actually determine
You
what
can
this is.
open up the chest. Inside the chest, what do you? Fuck it! You're opening the chest. You take out the goddamn idol. That's what happens.
Yeah. I moved it onto the ship so it wasn't just floating in the fucking water. We
I rolled
opened it
it
and
on,
get the
and then I
goddamn
dumped it
hell.
out over the side of the ship.
And you
No, we get all the gold.
Okay. You can put the gold inside your bag. There's 800 pieces of gold in there,
Oh,
400 pieces
nice.
of silver, and 200 pieces of
So,
What about the chest itself?
Wait, how much
chest
is it?
800, 500, 200.
Okay.
And the chest itself is heavy, shitty, eroding wood and some metal plates on it.
Never mind. Trash. Don't need it.
it's a
What are
100.
these metal plates made of?
They're
Oh
made
my
of
God.
rusted steel.
No good.
You give it a good check, you're like, a bit too corroded.
It's 160 gold for everybody.
So we've got one.
There were 7 fucking locations. You guys went to everyone that didn't have it in order until the last 2 statistically unlikely, but you did it. There's only one area left and you still need an idol.
Oh my god.
Nailed it.
That's
Can I
on me.
have,
That's on me.
I'm gonna take the idol just for ease, and I'm gonna put that in the bag of holding.
That sounds good to me.
Yep.
That sounds good to me.
That's amazing.
I don't even care. I don't even care. DM's helping the play. I don't give a fuck. Yes, the last place where it's at is at the fucking last place you haven't been.
Shalmir's just like, hey, 1 out of 2, that's not so bad.
I was gonna stop playing tonight when you guys suggested leaving. When Charnook was like, I think I see something under the water, you're like, let's just leave. I know I'm not supposed to, as a DM, do that, but no. How about you don't fucking leave? How about you don't, and then go back to the wall, and then hate me for another fucking 2 hours? Why isn't it opening? I don't know. You just... I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
so we have the 3 shields behind
I do have to head out.
All right.
Oh,
Tyrion, where are you going?
This is Hunter speaking.
Yes.
Oh, what was that?
I think I will say Tyrion gets kidnapped, and we'll continue this. As you guys come back to the
Alright.
jungle, one of those lizard-looking creatures comes out of the brush, and they both put a bag over Tyrion and snag him and bring him away.
Fucking bugbear
Okay.
stealing an arm.
Yep.
Oh no, not
I will
Tyrion.
No, Tyrion. I roll survival to track them.
Yes. You do. Go ahead.
28. Now what?
Just couldn't fucking leave it. Couldn't.
Well, it seems that he's gone.
So much. Just This island's been a nightmare. I cannot believe this. All right, so you track them, and they cast a banish spell on you. Give me a charisma saving throw.
I'm
Plus
banished.
3 because you have.
Nope, you
plus
ran away
strength.
from Shalmir to go find this. Fuck the plus.
Well, don't do that.
Can't keep up with her. She's tracking real well.
16.
Tracks too well. You're banished. Eat shit.
Alright, cool.
I would have cried if it was an 18 or higher. You're banished. You
Now
come
what?
back a minute later. No idea where Tyrion is.
Guys, they
I
got
cast.
Tyrion.
Okay. I cast locate creature on Tyrion. Okay.
The only way to save him is to complete our quest.
Uh-huh.
Well, it seems there is one location for us to go. I mean, that's 2 out of 3, at least.
But what
for
about
me,
Tyrion?
So I don't see why that's an issue. Well, we'll find Tyrion wherever we need to go. Surely he was taken to the last location.
That makes sense. Maybe he was
Before
taken
being
to the
taken,
altar.
Tyrion shouted in the air, "These are the things I saw inside the mountain, guys. Save me."
So he was taken to the altar.
Seems he has given us some exposition.
They're going to sacrifice him unless we save him.
Sure.
Getting the other idol.
I was really gonna fucking kill myself when you guys were about to walk away.
So we head to the northernmost part of the island.
Yeah, okay, give me a survival check.
Shelmer's got that, or below.
32. Does that count?
Yeah, that'll count.
Okay, cool. Alright, sweet.
Let me go read that section.
He's so disappointed in himself.
I really lost all hope when you guys were literally just one word away. I checked what's in the water. That's all we were. And instead the whole group's like, let's leave. that got me. That's what finally broke me tonight.
The thing is, like, I'm playing Shalmir, right? So he's like, I'm gonna fight whatever bitch is coming to us.
Yeah.
If I was playing Ralia, she'd be like, let's check out what's going on.
Right.
Instead of, like, just full on going what's happened.
I understand.
But that's what it is.
I'm a little worried as I'm hearing comments from all the players being like, well, what the I'm trying, Reed. There's no levers. There's no, I'm investigating? What do you want me to do? I'm like, I just want you to go to the place and get the thing. That's all I want. That's all I ever wanted.
Could have been like a normal guy and hit his key onto the doormat.
You know what I did
I was
do?
almost gonna say that people do that and just start looking for the idol around the like under plants and shit.
What I originally had was a circle around the siren area in the original map being like point of interest, so you guys would have knew to go to a fucking location on the original map, and then you would have found the first idol, and then you would have understood one of the other locations has the idol. I took away the fucking drawings because I accidentally filled up the whole map with all my cheat sheet locations, and that is 100% the problem. If you guys had the map and you saw a circle over an area, whole quest, no problem. Not a problem, one shot, easy and done. Instead, you go to every place that doesn't have it and spend a whole session in the fucking ooze dungeon. And then when you're about to get your first one, you want to walk away! You broke your DM tonight. Took you 102 episodes.
We've been trained when like shit gets weird, just fucking leave.
We've been conditioned.
We got to the oozes, we tried doing all of them, it was a fucking waste of time. So we got here and like with spells and we're just like, let's fucking leave. Screw it.
You just killed everything! You just killed everything! We don't know that. I know, you're right! You're right! You're right! You're right! It just hurts! You're right!
Think of it as a compliment, Reed.
I know.
We've been building up the amount of tension and suspense that we're ready for like anything, even if it's highly improbable.
I know. This feels like the most... I've been purposely building so much fucking tension into this campaign, and then this was the wrong intersection to put this, like, quest in. This quest was needed about, like, 20 episodes ago. Okay, you come to this area.
When in doubt, kill.
It's
it.
thick with plants. You see all different plants in this area of different colors and sizes. Each seem to be giving up all these different effects. There's green plants and blue plants, red and purple, black, orange, and yellow, all surrounded by this pit. It looks like this black sludge, not an ooze, that has all these different things
That's
sticking out
exactly
of
what
it.
an ooze would say.
I'm just a sludge. Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me. I'm just a puddle.
Little old me.
It's not an ooze, that's what an ooze would say. It's not an ooze. I stab the ooze. It's not an ooze. I'm going to attack you. I kill the ooze. It's not a fucking ooze. I don't know that. I don't know that. You're breaking my immersion, DM. Charnook has no idea if that's an ooze or not. And given the circumstances, everything could be an ooze now.
Yeah, we're all just PTSD, just completely paranoid that everything's news now. Oh, we were making a joke that the whole "everything is cake" meme. It's that, but everything's ooze.
Everything is ooze.
Always has been.
Shalmir's like, I don't understand. Why would this be a noose? This is.
At the very least, I'm hoping you're having fun during these 2 sessions. That's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.
Having a great time.
Okay.
Do I recognize any of these plants from my
No,
teenage
that's
years?
what I was going to say. No!
Go ahead and give
Same
me a
thing.
history check, Charnook. And
Yeah.
Bologna, Charnook with advantage.
Right on.
Okay. 12.
12. You do recognize the yellow striped papayas. You used to eat that shit all the time. Those are normal food.
Oh, I love papayas.
Yeah. They're yellow striped, so they're like black with yellow stripes around them, sort of like bumblebees, but reverse bumblebee.
Ooh.
So none of this fauna looks normal to me.
What did you roll?
Oh, what did I roll? I rolled a 19.
19. I'd say the purple melon that you see growing on the ground, you remember that you were always warned away from that. That back home, that stuff would hurt you.
Okay.
There are orange grapes. There are also red bananas and blue pears.
All right,
And
guys. Stay away
a
from
black
the purple
spiked
melons.
fruit as well. What's that?
I was just saying stay away from the purple
Oh, yeah,
melons.
yeah. Yep. And in
Those
the
are
middle of
poisonous.
this pit, you see all these different like animals that are in there. You do see one of the like serpentine creatures in there. You can see like jaguars, and some of them are like currently struggling. Many of them are not. You even see like a small shifty finger, one of those, that big thing that dinosaur that you saw. One of those is in there, half eaten. One like half of its side is decayed in. And actually, on that side too, you can see that the shifty finger was actually trying to eat a giant spider that got caught inside here as well. So this thing has just got tons of shit inside this tar pit. It also looks like there is different bits of crates similar to what was on the ship, all littered throughout this tar pit at the top. Just, I'd say 3 of them.
How close are they?
They are far away in the middle of this. And awkward as fuck that your flying character just disappeared on you. There are... yeah.
We got rope, and we got a bow, and we got arrows.
And a flying carpet.
Yeah,
That's true, we do have a flying carpet.
sure. What do you do, Bologna, with your flying carpet?
See if anyone else wants to take it for a spin.
How many can you fit?
It's a 5x7 carpet, so can fit a fair amount of people.
How much weight can it carry?
From my testing, at least myself and my stuff.
That's very useful.
Yep. But doesn't seem to hinder it, so probably more. I don't think Bologna would know the specs on the carpet. She just knows how big it is.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Do we have any other... How deep is this pit?
It's about 10 feet down, and the pit looks very deep. It's got tons of this orange sludge in here. Obviously, I'd say at this point it's warm as well, so it definitely gives the sensation of tar. And I'd say you can see noxious bubbles of gas keep coming up as well to the surface.
Ugh.
And there's something in this pit?
There are animals, there are
Yeah.
giant spiders, dinosaurs, there are...
Yeah. Like a lot of things.
Yeah.
Not just like
Treasure-
one thing that's controlling it.
100%. Yeah, no, this is naturally
Okay.
occurring.
Yeah.
Did you say treasure?
It looked like the same similar treasure chest that you pulled out from the boat. Or also, there's a whole bunch of them
jeez.
littered throughout this area.
These chests, are they close to any flailing creatures struggling for their lives?
Yeah,
Guys, this looks dangerous. I think we should try somewhere else.
Yeah, let's just leave.
it's fine. It's fine.
Can I cast what's the thing? Locate object on we found the elephant before, right?
Yeah,
So
yep.
I'm looking for a
Serpent.
snake. Serpent, yeah.
There's like there's like 3 chests in one area, and there's a glow coming from that area. You can't get the specific of the chest, but it's over there.
Well, it seems that at least we can direct our motives toward that.
Is it towards
These
the edge?
Useful.
Dead center.
Ah, that's the worst.
Yeah. Amazing what happens.
Want to just do a mad grab, sprint in, grab it, get out?
No, that's a tar pit. There are dinosaurs in there.
Dude, fly in.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, I mean, we could try that. We could also
there-
try the rope and arrow method, try and pull it in.
Are there any dinosaurs near the chest that, or the 3 chests that I think might have it?
Might have what?
The 3 chests that might have the item. You said there were like 3 or so chests.
Yeah, there's 3
that might have
chests
it.
near the center
Yeah.
of the pit. That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So are there any like dinosaurs or larger creatures that are near that?
Yeah. And towards the center, there was a shifty finger trying to eat a giant spider that was trying to eat something else that fell in here.
All right. So
Hey,
on one of those
Circle of life.
on one of those dinosaurs, I want to cast command and say,
Oh, it's dead.
You!
That thing's dead.
Oh,
well then the spider or something that
Those,
whatever
those
the
3
biggest.
are dead in the center. The one that isn't dead yet is like toward the outside of the circle.
All right. So whatever the most like fearsome creature is that is
Sure.
near those things,
Yeah.
I will cast command on.
Okay. Nothing's alive towards the center of the pit.
Jesus, that's it.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay. I'm sorry. But like,
I have an
Okay.
idea.
I just yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name? Ignatius.
Hmm.
Can you create water?
No. Cannot create it. I can move it if it's
Only
already-
destroy. Got it.
are there any other chests other than the ones?
I swore an oath.
there's like 40 chests in here.
Okay, I'm gonna try and, I'm tying up the rope to an arrow, and I'm gonna try and take my bow and shoot at one that isn't one of the 3,
Mhm.
just to try and pull it in to see how it'll go, see if the crate will break apart or anything
Sure.
goes awry.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay,
See if you can hit it.
that's gonna be 28.
Easily. Nail it. Dead center top of the chest.
Grab
Cracks
the
right
rope.
through the top.
Mimic.
As you pull it open, the top of the chest just breaks off, and you can see at the bottom of this chest, it looks like it was cracked at the bottom, and the tar is leaked in. And so it's
Oh,
just full of tar,
damn.
this one, toward the outside.
Ugh, that's not very treasury.
This does present an issue. Do we have a grappling hook?
I think Tyrion can teleport, but as far as a
He's
grappling
not
hook
here.
Bologna, what are you doing with your magic carpet?
I don't really
Putting
like.
it
I
back.
want to use it, but I don't want to use it.
Okay, do whatever you want to do.
Like I want to use it, but I don't want to. Fall off and die, or lose it in the process.
Here, we can tie this rope to you, so we can pull you out if you fall off.
That works, I guess.
Okay.
Don't let go.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Okay, so you fly in?
Is there anything alive in there? Hold on.
Yeah.
Where?
I feel like you're testing me. You keep asking me the same questions.
While while Bellona's moving down, can I cast Sacred Flame on the chests that I believe have the object?
Sure.
Like, just try to destroy the object, the chests,
Why would you do that?
to reveal the object, possibly.
What if the object falls in the tar?
Well, we'll see what happens.
The
Oh,
first
boy.
chest you try,
Shalmir's not the smartest person.
you Sacred Flame and shatter it open.
Yep.
There is a sword, and all these coin pieces are revealed and instantly fall in the tar and start sinking in as everything just starts going underneath the tar.
Shalmir,
Well,
what was
it's
the
not
point
that
of that?
one. Well, it's not that one. Now you only have
Thank
two.
God it's not that one. I'm going in.
Of course. That
All
was
right,
the
Bellona,
point.
you fly in. The one shifty finger that's smaller than the others that's looking up at you. Actually, it would be more like a Allosaurus. There's only one shifty finger in here. They're not that common on here.
I shoot it.
Okay, yeah. He's just looking up and he's trying to get you, but he can't move. He's like clearly stuck in
Does
the
a
tar.
23 hit?
He fucking hits the shit out of him. The dude's stuck in tar, and he's
Does
slowly
31
being boiled alive.
Does 23 damage kill it?
It is not normally, but yeah, in this scenario, it's been slowly being boiled alive for a while. So you put it out of its misery. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking eat. Oh, I'm not eating that, and it fucking dies.
Great.
All right, so you fly
All right.
over the tar pit.
Treasure time.
There are 2 treasure chests right now, and you're by the corpse of a giant shifty finger and a spider. And now that you're over here, you can see some sort of like horse resembling animal.
Don't care. Just give me the chest.
Okay.
Chest number 1.
So you're just opening the top of the chest?
I want to open each chest to see what's inside,
Okay.
and then, you know, if the idol's in there, I'll take the idol, and put that in my sack, and then, if possible, I'd like to also close the chests and put them on the carpet, and then fly back up.
Sure. As you open it up, there is a on the right set chest, you can actually see some coin, and inside the chest as well, with all the coin pieces that's filled to the top, there is a serpent idol. And to the left, you actually see a rod inside there, along with and a cloak is inside there.
A cloak.
Yeah, it's this.
Tell me more.
It's gray and maggoty. There's holes in it. Looks like shit.
Nice.
But does it seem magical?
I don't know. Tough to tell for Bellona. You can make an
Well.
Arcana check.
She's not dumb.
No.
She did roll 17.
She touches it. You do feel some sort of jolt. Some sort of magical essence to it.
Worth holding on to. I'll shake the maggots off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Cop that cloak.
You have the idol?
Right here.
Should. No, I'm not gonna play you back. You still have your copy. Never mind.
I'm good. For now.
You're good. Take your time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to comprehend what else is in this chest.
That's
Just
it.
grab what you can carry. We can comprehend it when you're not suspended over a tar pit.
Yep, that's it.
Sure.
Whatever you have, give to me. I mean, once you get back here.
Alright, I'll fly my way back up.
All right. So you take the rod, the cloak, and the idol.
Yes, sir.
Return. Fine enough. You land to the ground, and you're safe. And you now have both idols.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here's the
We
stuff.
saved the city.
Shalmir will instantly cast Identify on the cloak and the rod.
The cloak is called the Spy Master's Cloak. It is a wondrous item uncommon. People who meet you tend to forget you, gather intel checks, have
That's so
disadvantage
sad.
against anyone wearing this fine gray cloak. So anybody that has insight checks or is trying to do a history check against you, they all have disadvantage.
Wow, we should give that to the Grey Hand or something.
Give it to Sam,
Or-
because he's our favorite.
Or we could keep it, but I don't know if we need it.
You
think
don't
we're
have to
kind
attune
of-
to it. You can literally just wear it underneath clothing.
I think we're noticeable on sight at this point.
That will be relayed to everybody. And the rod?
The rod is...
Hot rod.
Where the fuck was that? Oh, no.
Once per day, it turns into a car
Where did this one come
with
from?
flame decals.
Is this
Vroom,
from-
vroom.
Let's see, which one is this? Control find. Oh, fuck. Where'd I get this fucking one from? Son of a bitch. Added my notes and everything, and definitely don't know where that went. Okay, well, guess what? We're
Rod
going to a
of
magic
resurrection.
rod table. Magical rod.
Rod of absorption, rod of retribution, tentacle rod, rod of security, rod of alertness, rod of the pact keeper.
Stop. I'll find something.
We got so many options. Rod of lordly might.
Staff of Charming. It's a rod of charming. While holding
Nice.
this rod, you can use an action to expend 1 of 10 charges to cast Charm Person, Command, or Comprehend Language from using your spell save DC. The staff can also be used as a magic quarterstaff, and as I mean wand, rod, whatever.
The one that takes it. Okay.
You can maybe it is in Staff of Charming in D&D Beyond, maybe, hopefully. Just use it as a rod of charming. If not, I'll just put this inside our Discord chat. And you guys can sort that shit out.
Cool.
Perhaps we
Good
should
to
give
know.
that to Tyrion.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Alright. Let's go back to the city. Let's go kill a guy.
What about these other chests?
I just
Welcome.
want to go home.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I mean, if you can get them easily, fine. But no reason into risking
Can I get
you.
them easily for the sake of brevity, Mr. DM? Or would it be risky?
You get 25 more gold pieces, 30 silver
Yep.
pieces, 40 copper pieces, a few dirty books, smut,
Books.
What are the books?
Books.
the lusty lizard folk is one of them.
Hell yeah. The Argonian
what?
maiden.
I thought you said
Argonian
yeah.
These definitely look
Got
like
some-
the pirates had dirty stuff here.
That's smart,
The
dude.
rest of his pretty broken, shitty supplies, and you got the majority of the cool magical items. Fucking roll T100. Maybe I'll give you something.
Just end my suffering.
Reed's so defeated right now.
42.
42.
Sounds like a big number.
Potion of healing. There you go.
Yay. Worth. All right, let's go.
All right, let's change the music because I'm
Oh, yeah.
excited at this.
Creepy temple music. Yay.
Yeah, we'll go back to the creepy temple music. Sure. Where the fuck was that?
I feel like we broke your heart or something.
I mean, I just need a second, man. I might.
Like, I feel kind of bad.
No, you shouldn't. I just, man. I don't know. That took the energy out of me. Was the time to go? Nope. I don't know why it broke me tonight. If I'm a good DM, I can get over it, and I will. It just was.
I mean, to be fair, it took us an entire session and a half to be able to literally enter the boss room.
Yeah.
Yep. So
next time, I just no doors. Just no doors.
No doors.
No fucking doors. Just we would have been better off if I put just like 5,000 goblins. It would have been better. You would have had more fun, and it would have been better.
5,000.
I would have been just as pissed off running 5,000 goblins, but you would have had a blast.
Rolling initiative 5,000 times.
Yep, they all 2. Don't worry about it. I never roll over 5 anyway, so it's fine.
I take the serpent statue and put it in the elephant slot. And
Thank
put the
God.
elephant statue
Thank fucking God. And the doors open. Jesus.
Wait, for real?
Yes! The fucking center splits. The statues light up, both of them, and the door fucking opens.
Shalmir's like, you fucking idiot. Wait.
I was trying to control
Did you hear what he said?
What? No. Was it the old ones or the new ones? You need the new ones.
No, he
put them in the reverse order.
Oh, no, it doesn't work. No.
Okay.
The other ones do. No. I'm just dead, so I didn't listen to you. I just gave you the solution, is what I did.
Well,
I thought it worked.
Put the statues where they're supposed to go.
Yeah, and then it works.
Wow!
I feel like I'm being railroaded. Maybe you are right now. Maybe. Maybe I went off this godforsaken island. You're not stuck here with me. I'm stuck here with you right now. This fucking man, this session, holy shit. Alright, we can, I'll bring it back, don't worry. Bring it back. Tell me I did not just fucking close that thing I needed. Holy shit. What is it, Command-Shift-T? Bring that shit back. What did I do?
Beep boop.
Oh, Jesus Christ, tell me it's somewhere in here. Okay, no, it must still be up here.
Oh.
I know what that is, don't worry, I'm joking. I'm having fun. We're all having fun here. Is this it? What did I do? Is it in a different tab? Holy shit, what just happened? I can't find the boss stat block.
Oh no.
I don't even want to start the next area until I know I have his fucking stat block. Oh, my God. Okay.
We good?
Here we go. Let me take a fucking sip of water. Give me a second. See, this is why Matt breaks. You need some time. When he breaks, he takes a break. Okay. Alright, bring it in. As the doors open, after the correct order of placing them in the wall, 40 feet go by, and you can see all the Yanti turn their heads and look towards the giant opening in the door. There's all these different structures, similar to the one that you saw outside that was ruined, but it's all perfectly intact still. And there is one very large building that is at the top.
Did they seem aggressive?
What's that?
Did the UNT seem aggressive?
They seem defensive.
Oh.
Ooh.
Good pupper.
Good boy. Good boy.
Alright, guys. Nice and easy. We don't want to start a fight if we don't need to.
Right.
So you guys start moving forward. It's 50 feet to the start of the village, and then it's probably about like 300-400 feet of walking to get to the...
Walk, very unaggressively.
Do you have your weapons out?
No. Well, I don't. I'm not going to speak for everybody. I don't. My weapon is sheathed. There's nothing in my hands.
Well, if Ignatius is not, then Shalmir only will have his shield at the ready.
Okay. Charnook and Bologna?
Speaking of which, while he is walking back, he is going to recount the mermaid escapade
that's fine.
To his shield.
Just put a shit siren on there.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, I don't have my sword drawn.
Okay. Bologna?
I don't have anything drawn, but I do want to cast Death Ward on Ignatius.
Sure. The four of you begin walking through. You go from in between, so it's not a straight path. It's like there was a stone path, but bits and pieces of it have been grown over by grass. As you're walking through, you see serpentine bodies, some with some wares on, some without wares on. Humanoid near the top, lizard on the faces, and you can see their tongues coming out as they're looking at you. Some humanoids in cloaks as well, looking as you guys cross by. You see runes carved into the sides of the area now that you have a better look around and you're not hiding in a bush like Tyrion was. You can see there's lots of runes carved into these walls. As you're walking by temples as well, there is some imagery that is familiar to you, Charnook. Give me a religion check.
I'm very good at that.
At advantage.
Ooh, at advantage, you say?
Yeah.
Now, what did you get? That's a 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17.
You recognize this as the symbol for Boulder, the god of Earth, of your faiths. As you can see inside there, those are like etched onto the sides of many of these houses in here, as they're all just watching you. You guys continue. You're 150 feet away from the beginning of the next set of stairs.
Does this architecture look familiar? Like,
No.
does this look like it? No? Okay.
The architecture is foreign, but the symbols are familiar.
These are my people.
Could be. Might not be. Bunch of lizard people. Or, well, snake people. They're just judging you harsh right now, but haven't made an aggressive move.
It's fine.
Some of them are disgusted by your appearance.
Oh, that's... I'm used to that.
Okay.
Only Tellius was here.
You guys begin going up the stairs. Climbing the stairs, they're all just fucking staring at you.
It's all good.
5 minutes of awkward stair climbing. You find yourself probably actually not even halfway, so 20 minutes later. You guys find yourself at the top.
That is a lot of stairs.
Yeah, it's
That's
lot.
a lot of stairs.
We're talking like one of the great climbs type of deals in our world.
Like, that was... You said they were like pyramid structures, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Aztec, very much. Just think of any of the Aztec stuff you've seen online, in images or in books.
Yep.
And just goes. Little similar to the architecture of Strongclaw, but not quite. It definitely does look foreign in that regard. As you get to the top, you can actually see Tyrion is bound, gagged, and knocked out, just waiting there at the top of it.
Is there
I shoot the gag off of him. No, I'm kidding.
is there anybody like any of the snake people around him?
Nope, he was just left up here.
He's just
With
there?
all these different offerings that are left up here. A variety of like animals that have been skinned with their skins on the side, teeth, some shiny rocks inside here. Not so much, not as precious rocks, but just shiny ones.
Well, I'll take out a knife and cut away his bindings and take the gag out.
Tyrion comes too, and he thanks you. And he says, "Thank you. That was uncomfortable. They took me here and bound and gagged me and beat the shit out of me, but I don't know why they didn't do more."
Well, it seems like you were an offering of some kind.
It does look that way now.
Knowing what I know about Boulder, is he the type of god that consumes offerings?
Nope.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're making offerings to, because it's not the god. It's all over
Probably-
this place.
Probably this so-called king of the forest that we're supposed to find.
All
So
these
I-
torches start lighting down the hallway that you guys are standing in. It was complete darkness, and it's just this long walkway towards an open door at the end of the hall.
Well, that is a good sign that we're in the right place.
Let's go.
Fuck it, why not?
Tyrion, are you feeling well enough to continue?
Yes, I'm fine. If anybody can have a little, help me a little. I'm a little beat up. I could use a little healing before we go into this.
I'll give him the healing potion.
Oh, or that.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
I don't even know how much healing that is.
It's a 44 plus something.
4d4.
Plus your wisdom, I think.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think it depends on your modifier. What are you
For a
using?
healing
Like a
potion?
hard spell?
Healing?
Oh, healing. Yeah, right. I thought you were using.
No, I think it's just like 44 plus 4 or something.
Yeah.
That's right. Healing word is what I was thinking. Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2 is a normal healing potion.
Got it.
That's a level 2 healing word, so.
Yeah. Healing word, you add your
5 healing.
Cool. He's looking a little better.
Shalmir will use 20 of his lay on hands pool.
Oh, shit.
He looks
Nice.
recovered.
I love lay on hands.
Oh, yeah.
Is ready, and as you guys make your way down the hallway, that is where we're going to end next session, or end this session, so Hunter can fight with the rest of you guys.
I want to kill him. I want to kill him so bad.
Yeah. Well,
Here we go. Thumbnail number
and-
3.
yeah.
If
It's going to say kill me part 3. That's what we've already decided halfway through the session.
so Tyrion would have taken 50 or 20-ish points of damage, right?
Yeah. I'm saying
So
he's
that would
even.
have been, that would have killed his temporary hit points.
I would say it was even more than just the temporary hit points he lost. He
Okay,
was 25.
so if I've healed his temporary hit points, Shalmir would also give another speech and say, "Surely this is where we end this quest. Together, we will prevail.
Surely.
There is no way that we will end this in a failure." And Tyrion will get another 15 temporary hit points.
Terrific. Again, statistically unlikely you'll fail this boss fight. But guess what? We've seen a lot of statistical anomalies on this island so far.
Yeah.
I think we've overcome them now.
We're all entering this with 15 plus temporary hit points and max health.
Alright.
This
and
is like
max health. That's a big
this
deal.
is like ideal.
Well, I'm going to stop recording there.